All right, there we go. I am now live. Hello, if Vel, is that you? I am just got the stream started, and yeah. I will be reading my story, and I'm just kind of waiting for my friend to show up. So maybe I can just play some nice music and talk about my story a bit, I guess. Okay, so I'm going to do like a super summary of the first part of this story just because it kind of leads into everything. Super summary is the main story starts with Danny. He finds a Dratini, becomes a Pokemon trainer, does all the bad stuff, fights Team Rocket, all that jazz. And eventually he grows up and he marries a girl named Cassie, who was also in the story earlier. Basically, she's the daughter of the Silphco president. They get married and they have 3 kids. The story right now focuses on just 2 of them because one of them's a baby. But yeah, the story right now is just focusing on Danny and Polly. I don't know why I couldn't think of her name for a second. She's one of my favorite characters that I made. But yeah, they're focusing on Danny and Polly right now. So Danny went off to get Johto badges. He got the Johto badges, and then he went off to and so he went to got the Johto badges, and then he went off to get the Kanto badges. And I believe he's got all the Kanto badges now. Yeah, he just got his last badge. So at this point, is like, okay, it's time to go face the Elite Four. But one of his friends named Susan got captured by Team Rocket. So that's where the story is right now. Ugh, Carrie, where are you? So yeah, that's where the story is right now. They're going to rescue Susan from Team Rocket. The last time I read, let's see, they smashed into the building, and they were just basically taking out rocket grunts trying to get to Susan. That's pretty much where we're at. Well, still waiting for Carrie to show up. I might as well go over the different characters, I suppose. You've got Talon, who's a swordsman. He doesn't use any Pokemon, he just uses a katana. You've got... let's see. A few details about Susan. She's a grass trainer, basically. Yeah, maybe I should stream this on my other on the other channel. We'll see. Let's see. What else? Dan. Dan is also there. He's there to help his children save their friend. That's kind of it for the most part. Other characters are about to show up, but for right now, that's about it. Maybe I should just live stream this on the other channel. There's no one here. Or if they are here, they're not saying anything. Oh. Carrie? You around? Carrie? I don't know why I'm saying Carrie, are you around? She's not like on voice chat or anything. This is public, right? It's unlisted? Are you kidding me? Oh, no wonder no one's here. Crap. Save. There we go. Now it's listed. Is that the same for vertical too? Ah, come on. Public. Done. Save. There we go. Now it's public. Now people can show up. Yeah, there we go. Steam settings, analytics, analytics. Okay, we just went live. Let's see if someone shows up. Just gave a whole spiel about the story for no reason. Good God. Anyone out there? Just waiting for people to show up, basically. Oh, God. Waiting, 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 waiting. Just waiting for Carrie to show up now. Waiting for anyone to show up. Guess I should not have gone public before whatever. Let me share this link with people. Huh. Okay, good. It's got the music going. That's good. Just waiting for Carrie to show up at this point. Carrie. Carrie. Carrie, 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 Carrie. Dun 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 dun. Concurrent viewers 0. Hey, it's Carrie. No, it's not. Somebody showed up, and then they left because I forgot to make it public. Yeah, it's close enough. Put my character to sleep over here. Hey, look, it's a crowbat. There we go. Oop. Hello.
Currently testing out. Can you hear any droning in the background?
Hold on. Let me pause this music here.
What?
Ugh. I got music playing in my background. Hold on. Okay.
Can you?
No. I mean, Discord may be canceling it out.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. You didn't hear anything. Okay.
Yeah, Discord does a pretty good job of canceling out noises.
Meanwhile, right here has been very noisy.
Oh boy, it's been a long time since we did this.
How long do you want to read this? Because it's going to be really hard for me to keep hearing you to repeat it or something. Or maybe I'm just going to you can. I mean, it is a good thing that you can hear me without any disturbance.
Yeah, I can hear you just fine, as long as you can hear me.
Yeah, right now I can still hear you, which is a good thing.
Okay.
Well, when all else fails, you can always go back to maybe farming more chips.
Yeah.
Or maybe trying to look out on the translation, how they translate the mods or something. That would be funny.
I should probably go and get those screen caps of what we've already done in the last live stream. Okay. So
Here, get you some screen captures.
okay. So I guess I'll.
Where on earth are we, anyways?
Okay, so last time, basically, Team Rocket captured Susan, and now everyone's trying to rescue her, basically.
Oh yeah, we do have something like this a long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Danny like had his Dragonite smash through a building.
Like Nautilus is like,
He's like, ah! So
you fell low, you creeps.
yeah. Okay, so basically the scene we left off on was they're like rushing to the building trying to get to Susan, and they come across these two basically little kids who are members of Team Rocket, and they're kind of jerks. So Polly and
I do remember faintly in something like this. Okay.
so yeah, so Polly and
do this, yeah.
Polly and Steven basically said they're stay behind, yeah, to face them.
It's like,
Okay, so I guess I'll get started then.
okay, I can do it.
Oh, you want to go?
This will be annoying. I probably have to yell for your mic to get it, but can you go back? Can you go back a bit? Maybe?
I mean, this is where it's. I think we left off around.
Okay.
It's like we could pick up around here.
Okay. Not so fast. Go, artillery.
Oh, hold on. I gotta get the music back. I paused it to hear you. I'll turn it down just a little smidge so I can hear you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that should be good.
Okay. Not so fast. Go, artillery. The boy encounters releasing Pokemon of his own. As Danny and Claudie attempted to bypass them. He reveals a hidden trump card. The Cypher appeared with deadly intent, launching a surprise attack towards Danny. Hey, look out! Claudie shot, pushing him out of harm's way and bearing the brunt of Cypher's slash.
Hold on, real quick. I just want to point out that like Trump has forever ruined the word Trump, hasn't he?
You activated my trump card. We are like,
okay. They have this zoomed in or something. What is? I guess that's okay.
Claudie! Danny's cloud of horror ran as Eclipse and managed to shield them from further harm. I completely forgot who was Eclipse already.
Eclipse is the Tyranitar.
His rage flared at the despicable act. How could you do that? What happened to that? She questioned furiously. Riot said could stop whoever we wanted. Hit them with these silly one-on-one battles, the boy declared, smirking. In a bold move, they unleashed all their Pokemon at once. Okay, whatever, I guess. It's an all-out battle then.
That's one thing I wanted to do with this part of the story is be like, listen, they're evil. They're an evil organization. They're not going to play by the rules.
It's kind of like that one original art in Yu-Gi-Oh! That he was like, wait, why are you playing it like that? The game doesn't go like that. Judges. No, there's no judges, but that appear in the upgrade. But I was like, do you even know? In the original version, even it's like, do you even know the rules how to play the game? Something.
Yeah.
Oh. And the villain was like, I don't care, and I'm winning. As Talon returned his blade clash, Red Knight stood guard, ready to shield Talon from any potential dirty tricks the evil swordsman would try. After I kill you, I will go for the dragons and children. Can't wait to hear all these screams again. Turner sneered, his eyes gleamed with cruel anticipation. Damn, that's nasty. Talon brought his blade slashing down at Turner's irresolute foul, echoing his voice. I won't let you harm anyone else. Red Knight moved to assist, her claws clamping down on Turner's blade in a bid to thwart his attacks. Turner's deceptive smile hinted some hidden power as he sought heater, scorching temperature, damaging Red Knight's claws and forcing her to retreat, weakened but undeterred. She's a bit miffed, but that's okay. She's like, "Oh, he actually got heated." Seizing an opportunity, Turner lunged towards Red Knight, aiming to exploit her vulnerability. But Talon intercepted his strike with a well-timed kick. As Red Knight stumbled back, Talon improvised, throwing a protective scissors at her. Watch out! His katana can get really hot. Use this to protect yourself, Talon urged. Red Knight wastes no time in applying the fluid on her claws. Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
You should have done that in the beginning, though, but you wouldn't know that. Fortifying them against Turner's scorching attacks. With Red Knight temporarily occupied with her self-defense, Talon finds himself fighting alone against their foe. Sensing an opportunity, Turner struck at Talon's leg, causing him to falter under the impact. In a split-second decision, Turner moved on to deliver the finishing blow, but the Red Knight, now equipped with hit-resistant claws, intercepted his blade with precision and strength. With a swift, decisive motion, she deflected Turner's attack and hurled him into a nearby wall. The metal against stone, sending sparks flying. Good going, Red Knight, Talon praised, giving a shudder. You okay? Danny asked Cloudy as he observed her wincing in pain. I've been better. This is nothing when you live in America.
That's true. That's true. Cloudy came from America, basically. Bitch, we got guns everywhere.
It's like, we have guns everywhere. Everyone has guns, and crazy people shooting at others. It's just a Tuesday for us. Danny is like, what?
That's crazy.
Gritting her teeth against the discomfort that coursed through her body, the sight of blood staining her shirt made Danny panic. I need first aid! Danny urgently called out. Meanwhile, chaos reigned as Polly and Stephen found themselves caught in a whirlwind of brawl, instigated by the young rocket executives. A total of 12 broken ashes in a frenzy.
I don't like this. Hold on. I don't like this. A frenzied frenzy? Of course a frenzy is frenzied. That sounds stupid. Clashed in a...
Energy colliding in the canal... is it canal? Cacophony of battle cries and elemental attacks. Battle cries.
Give me a sec! Polly shouted back to Danny, her attention clearly on the battle before her. That's wrong. Anyway, the realization dawned upon her as battle unfolded. The reason why traditional Pokemon battles limited the number of combatants, a stark lesson in the limitations of the trainer's focus. Everyone, there isn't time for proper commands. Use elemental moves that are effective against your opponents, Stephen exclaimed, desperate to regain control. Polly's Smeargle found itself ensnared by Granbull's overwhelming strength, while her Giraffe Rig faced a relentless assault by Sneasel's razor-sharp claws. The ferocity of attacks... That's supposed to be bearing, not wearing... Wait, hold on. Wearing down... No, okay. I was wrong. That is correct. Wearing down her defenses rolls off. It's too much, Polly admitted, her voice fragile whisper in the loud battle. Just called loud battle. There's some type of graphical glitch going on here. I think there's supposed to be text there.
I don't think so. Can you maybe you can backpedal a bit so that you can see what's the text or something?
I don't. I'm just gonna skip it because I don't know if there's supposed to be something there or not. The callous laughter of the girl executive and boy executive boastful taunts only added to Polly's despair. We train like this all the time. It's a cakewalk, the boy bragged. I can't do this. Polly confessed, her shoulders slumping in failure. But Steven's voice rose above the tumult. Yes, you can! You're not just a great artist, you're an amazing trainer! You're strong, Polly Dragonson! Steven's declaration rang out. This is what...
I do. I feel like her Smeagol is going to be the MVP in this. She's like, stop using my power. I'm tired.
It's just what Polly. This is what she just. This was just what she needed, and Polly smacked her own cheeks to help her snap out of her fear. Don't focus on individual attacks. Just tell your Pokemon general strategies. Crusha, Bronolief, team up on Poliwrath, and Politoed. Steven commanded as he directed his team to target the two opponents in perfect synchrony. Steven's Feraligatr and Meganium unleashed a fierce assault on the frog Pokemon, their claws and razor leaves striking a critical blow. Polly rose to her feet amidst the battle, her eyes scanning the scene for the next move. She tossed her entire bag to Danny. Take Claudie and get to the next room. We'll cover you, Polly exclaimed, ready to defend them. Eclipse, Danny's trusted Tyranitar, valiantly shielded Danny and Claudie from stray attacks with its strong rock body. Meanwhile, Danny wasted no time in locating the first aid kit and intending to say...
Dude, I feel sad for the frogs in here because they have been forgotten and they didn't get any Mega Evolve.
You know what? You got a good point there, Carrie. It's like, I am Poliwrath. You don't get to Mega Evolve. I am Politoed. You don't get to Mega Evolve.
And they're like...
But we get regional variants, right? But we get... I mean, at least a Gigantamax form, right?
Those pool frogs. Oh my god! Are they actually frogs? Are they actually toads or frogs?
I mean, one of them is called Politoed, so I'd assume that Poliwrath would be a toad by that logic.
Wait, so they eat other toads, or they eat meat?
I have no idea. Let's see, where was I? Physical blow.
I think that you. Yeah, I think that was the one.
Danny wastes no time in locating the first aid kit, intending to Claudie's severe injury. That should stop the bleeding. Can you move? Danny's voice was steady and composed as he attended to Claudie. Yeah, no problem. Claudie responded, clearly fighting... Oh, wait, let me do that again. Yeah, no problem. Claudie responded, clearly fighting through the pain, not ready to give in. Together, they rose to their feet, making a swift escape towards the next room. As they hurried to safety, the girl executive's menacing threat resonated through the room. Her Turos poised for a final strike. With a resounding yell, Polly sprang into action. Jumpluff! Put Gramble to sleep, she ordered, and Jumpluff dispersed sleep pattern and immobilized our foe, granting freedom to Smeargle. Smeargle, lock on and Horde Drill! Polly shouted. With unwavering focus, Smeargle locked onto its target with deadly precision, plunging its sharp, spinning brush tail forward to incapacitate the Sneasel, threatening Polly's Girafarig. The trio of Girafarig, Smeargle, and Jumpluff then turned their attention to the charging Tauros, launching a coordinated assault that sent the Pokemon reeling, creating a path for Danny and Claudie to escape. During the
still haven't given names to her Pokemons yet.
You know, it's funny. Like later on, as the story goes on, I do start giving out nicknames. I don't think Polly ever nicknames her Pokemon, which has half to do with the fact that when I made her team in the video games, I never actually nickname them. So it's usually in my stories I only nickname a Pokemon if I nickname them in the video game.
Probably also because she doesn't focus on battle a lot. They just like, oh, you're here.
She is more focused on art. She didn't even really want to come on this journey, remember?
Does that mean that she does not care for her Pokemon?
I mean, of course she cares for her Pokemon, but she doesn't care for
of course, but she's slightly different in terms of character. Like with Danny is like, these are my friends. I give them names. They are my family.
That's true.
And Polly is like, okay.
She doesn't nickname any of her Pokemon, including Smeargle. which is kind of weird now that I think about it. Because that's
No, can you say that again? Can you say that again?
oh yeah. She doesn't nickname any of her Pokemon, including Smeargle, which is kind of weird now that I think of it.
Well, on a different timeline, maybe if she is more into battle or something, you can make her
I
name
feel
her Smeargle.
I
But I
feel
have no
like
idea what her Smeargle is going
if
to
I
be.
did like a poly playthrough and you were in live stream it and like you were there, I'd probably nickname her Pokemon.
What is yeah? What names do you have? Did you prepare for her Smeargle then?
I have no idea. I have no.
Yes.
It would probably be. I'd probably take the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles route and just name it after some famous artist.
I can probably list off a huge list of names in there, and you're like, Carrie, what are you talking about? I don't know what you're.
I'd say probably not Leonardo because that's. I'd probably say probably none of the artists that the turtles are named after.
Yeah, probably not Leonardo. Unless she got a frog, then probably she might. But that frog has to be very artistic.
Indeed.
Maybe that frog from France. Yeah, that frog from France, I think.
The frog from France, Greninja?
Yeah, that frog from France. Yeah, there we go.
That's the only frog Pokemon to get a Mega Evolution, I think.
That is so sad.
Let's see. Really creating a theft.
Wait, wait. Maybe that's why, because he's in France and they found megas in there, and that's why he can mega evolve. That's probably what everyone else doesn't know how to mega evolve.
During the briefest moment of peace in the battle, Stephen said, "Good job, Polly. I knew you had this." Yeah, thanks, Stephen. Polly replied.
Wait, I'm kind of concerned because if she threw her entire backpack, what about your full heal then for your Pokemons then?
Oh, good point. She's like just threw here. I don't need this hyper potion, Danny.
And then everyone else in her party was like, what?
Okay.
Guess I would die then.
I don't know. Sandy was. Do you remember Sandy? She was introduced. Well, not introduced a long time ago, but she was reintroduced. Actually, you probably do know her. She was in the whole gym thing. That's right. But she's just Claudia. Yeah.
I think she was one of her friends with Dan. Like,
yeah.
But I can't remember her exact story.
Yeah, I always wanted Claudie to have a mother who is related to one of the older characters. Originally it was going to be Dan's old rival Nick, but I forgot that I had made him the mayor of Cerulean, so I was like, oh, you know what? I'll just use a different character. Sandy! I haven't seen her in like forever. Anyway, so yeah, Dan and Sandy are back here fighting Rocket executives, basically. Yeah, I guess you can continue now?
Back with Dan and Sandy, Legend slammed into Machamp, overwhelming it into submission. Simultaneously, Bright Wings unleashed a devastating thunderbolt, blasting the airborne Crobat out of the sky with electrifying force. Oh, come on! The executive room exclaimed in disdain. On the other side, the man executive looked impressed. You're as tough as they say, Dan. But I think it's time we end this. Typo with ended this?
We ended this? I mean, I think ended this works, but I can change it to end.
Yeah. He acknowledged. Fire them! Unbeknownst to Dan and Sandy, a treacherous trap had been set in motion behind them. As they focused intently on the battle before them, a group of grunts unleashed cannons, large metal nets that ensnares Dan, Sandy, and their loyal dragons in a tight and inescapable grip. Who is Bright Wings again? Is there another dragon?
Bright Wings is Sandy's Dragonair.
She has yet to get evolved. But that's okay. The nets constrict tightly, preventing Dan from reaching his Pokeballs, leaving him and Sandy vulnerable and trapped. The main executives gloated over gloated over their apparent helplessness. What's so tough now, are you? He taunted, reveling in their distress. Resume Team Rocket! Oh dear. Sandy shouted as she struggled. We can't win against a fair fight, eh? Daniel, can't win against a fair, can't win against us in a fair fight, Dan said angrily. Cheating is what we do, but we're Team Rocket, duh.
Yeah. Duh.
His laughter ringing sinister pleasure. Now, let the pain begin, he said, pressing a button. The electricity went through. I think that's a typo again.
Went. Oh yeah, it's supposed to be went, not when through. There we go.
Went through the metalnet, causing the dragons immense pain. Hey, do you know that when you do lightning bending, when you try to parry it with Anne in the new fighting game, he actually parry it to sideways instead of hitting your opponent.
Huh. Interesting.
That's attention to detail.
Yeah.
You know, some people were like, you should have used them to hit your opponents, and then and then the guy on the controlling end was like, just smack the opponent and then end the game. And I'm like, yeah, that's what he does.
You know, I actually haven't seen too much of that game yet.
They did say something about Kiyoshi's voice sounding so young, but then some people pointed out that she is actually just entering her adult years. That's why she sounds pretty young, despite looking like a giant. Like, good God.
Don't mess with Kiyoshi.
Yeah, don't mess with her. Don't mess with her. In a desperate attempt to break free, Legend and Brightwings strain against the electrified nets. But the shocking currents incapacitate them, causing them to writhe in agony. Sandy's anguished cry pierced the air. No, stop hurting Brightwings! With menacingly, the woman executive turned her sadistic focus on Sandy. You should be worried about yourself. She pressed a button which shocked Sandy. She was reveling in the trauma she inflicted with each electrifying shock. No, Sandy, no! Dan shouted, horrified as his friend was tortured. In a foul display of dominance, the man displaced his foot on Dan's head. The great Daniel Dragonson, not so impressive now, huh? He mocked, mentioning in Dan's vulnerable state. Soon I will teach your children the same lesson I'm teaching you. Dan's heart clenched in terror, and his thoughts went to Pauline. How could he have led them into this dangerous situation? What kind of father was he? Well, I don't know, but you were definitely B+ parenting, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you got a grade on an average for parenting because this is the Pokemon world, and parents just let their kids do stupid stuff in the Pokemon world. Gonna grade on a curve. We're gonna grade on a curve for parenting in the Pokemon world.
Giovanni, no, actually, Gandis, I think that's his name, right? I think Anne's father, Anne's adopted father.
Oh yeah, Geistis or something, yeah.
He's at the bottom of the list.
Oh yeah. And when you're below Giovanni, you know you messed up.
Who else? I think there was like you know what's sad? I think it's sad that it's probably like the Diantha is actually pretty decent, even though she is very busy.
Diantha is very busy. I'm like,
but she's decent. She's decent.
I was actually, I mean, I guess they were gonna like design a new model for her just to have her show up in the end, but man, it would have been nice to see her.
Yeah, it would be nice to see her. But I heard that she doesn't even have her model in the game she debuted in, which is sad.
No.
Did she? Because she didn't got her 3D model. She only got the 2D.
I am actually gonna do some interesting things when I eventually adapt that story, because it's like there are certain characters I really wanted to see in Legends ZA that we didn't get to see.
How many years do I have to wait for that to come out?
I'm almost done. Like I'm working on the story like before that story. So like once I'm done that, it's gonna come out.
Okay, I will wait for 10 years then when you finish it.
It's not going to take 10 years to finish it. It's going to take 10 years for us to get to it.
It's going to be 10 years for me to finish my full translation of Escape Million Monkeys. Good God!
Exactly. Anyway,
Yeah.
where did we leave off?
Uh, uh,
Oh, yeah. It's right here.
Susan
Susan.
and Eric, alongside Tricker and Deceiver, stealthy navigate the labyrinth of corridors of the enemy base. As they venture deeper into the heart of the facility, shelves lined with pocketbooks loom before them. How are we gonna find them? Susan inquired, her eyes scanning the rows of pocketbooks with urgency. They placed it alongside the newest arrivals on the shelves, so I should be among them. He deduced, guiding Susan towards the familiar set of great balls and pocketballs.
Okay. Recognizing her cherished companions within the sea of captivity. Wow, that's a way of saying that. Susan bounded over to them. That's them! Got you back, friends! She declared, triumphantly reclaiming her Pokeballs. Eric also gathered his precious partners by his side. As Susan turned to leave, Eric took her hand. Listen, we have to escape together. I know this place better than you, Eric urged. Susan wrenched her hand away from him. I don't care! I hate you! She lashed out. Please, I've returned your Pokemon to you. Let me help. Eric's words were abruptly... Let me help! Eric's words were abruptly cut off as a sudden chilling realization dawned on Susan. Eric fell to the ground, a knife maliciously lodged in his back. The merciless rocket executive woman, her identity shrouded in dark sunglasses, stood callously over Eric's fallen form, smiling down at him. Oh, I missed his heart. I must be getting rusty. Oh, well, he won't live, the executive woman taunted, shock and fear paralyzing Susan, and she couldn't move an inch. The cruel rocket woman, her cold gaze fixed on the fallen Eric, sneered as she brandished the knife lodged in his back. That fool Eric is worthless, but our boss could still use you, she taunted. Ariados, ensnare her, she ordered. The arachnid Pokemon, obedient to her trainer's ruthless...
Is it the spider we met throughout Lumios?
Yeah. Actually, it was in one of the early wild areas or wild zones. The graveyard one, remember?
They are everywhere. Oh my god.
Well, mostly we saw Spinarak, but it evolves into that thing.
Oh yeah, you mean the thing that spins around? We hit them and they're like, "Stop hitting me!"
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. The arachnid Pokemon, obedient to his trainer's ruthless directive, moved, and with predatory grace, its glistening webbing extended towards Susan. Susan, caught in unforgiving grasp of Ariados' webbing, started struggling about. Tricker and Deceiver were gearing up to attack in order to save Susan, but the executive put a knife to her throat. Now, let's all calm down, the executive woman hissed menacingly as she tightened her grip on Susan, using her as leverage to control the situation. Deceiver and Tricker hovered nearby, their ethereal presence frozen in fear from frustration. With Eric's blood staining the ground beneath them, Susan screamed, "No, Eric!" Well, that was a really bad scream, my bad. "No, Eric!" she wailed, her anguish echoing through the chamber. She was forcibly torn away from the devastating scene, leaving Eric alone. In the final moment...
a side note, if that's what make her fall for Eric, I'm quitting this, seriously.
In a final moment of his fleeting strength, Eric, his voice barely a whisper, addressed the ghost Pokemon. This is probably it for me. Just go back to your trainers. They need your help. Don't worry about me. You have to save Susan. Every word he uttered caused him immense pain.
Okay, also, I also know a little bit of first aid for some reason. I don't know, like on this. Like, if you're getting stabbed, don't pull out the knife immediately. Wait until the first aids arrive, and they will and they will pull it out in a correct
Yeah,
way
because
usually
the knife or the sharp object is what's keeping the blood in.
if you pull it up by force, you will just be like, ah!
That's why in movies when like a blade goes into a person and then it comes out, that's why blood gushes out.
Yeah, for dramatic effects, like.
Yeah, every word the other cousin man's pain. This is it for you and your family, Dan. The executive. This is it for you and your family, Dan. The executive laughed, and Dan was. Hold on. I gotta.
Screaming.
You were screaming from the pain. The electric net. Yet Still finding these stupid mistakes. Yet something drew the executive's attention. Who is that? He demanded, seeing a man standing in the doorway he didn't recognize. It was Josh, who appeared alongside two others. Go, you two, he ordered, his voice rallying cry that spurred the swordsman allies into action. In a whirlwind of swift movements, the two sword users materialized in the room, their blades flashing as they sliced through the nets that ensnared Sandy and Dan, freeing them and their dragons. Dan wasted no time in rushing to Sandy's side as he pushed the executive woman aside. Are you okay? He asked, kneeling down to her. Sandy's tears still in her eyes could only think of her daughter. Team Rocket has changed. They're so much worse than before. Please go. Find my little girl, she implored, her words a heartbreaking plea for help before she succumbed to the exhaustion and fainted in Dan's arms. I will.
I think that's me. Funny that in here, Team Rocket is acting even acting more hostile, like proper mafias. They are based on.
Yeah. It's like I wanted to make it. And this was earlier in the story where basically they said no more half measures. It's like because of course they would realistically, of course they would react that way. They're getting their butts kicked by kids. Of course they should be ruthless. They're an evil organization. That's why I'm happy I wrote it this way.
I think that when they got beaten by kids, they are like, that is embarrassing.
Seriously embarrassing. It's like, okay, we should probably just kill the kids.
I will. Dan declared resolutely, his eyes locked on the executive's. Imagine sensing Dan's will shift swiftly positionally side by side. Simultaneously, Brighton's extended protective wrapped Sandy, enveloping her in a cocoon of soft, comforting light. Josh prepared his own Pokemon for battle, stood at Dan's side. Good thing that your wife's it's a good thing your wife got in touch. He gripped. You thought to call Jack, but not me. Oh man. Josh teased as he playfully nudged Dan. Caught off guard by Josh's playful jerk, couldn't help but shrug her response. Sorry, Josh. Ready bits of rockets like old times? He inquired, looking ready to continue. That's a typo, I think.
He inquired, looking ready to continue. Oh, wait, yeah, there it is. Thank you.
Josh, mirroring Dan's bottomless energy, replied with unwavering, yeah!
Oh, wait, is that music? That music! Oh, it's what's her name that we were talking about earlier?
What?
You know, the champion from Kalos. Diantha.
Oh dear.
Her music is playing right now.
We are not in France yet. Why not playing?
We're not in France yet. Okay. Oh, I guess we're going back to.
As the intense battle between Talon, Red Knight, and Turner unfold, the clashing of blades reverberates throughout the room. Talon and Red Knight, their movements synchronized relentlessly, drove Turner into a corner with their overwhelming strikes, creating a blockade that seemed almost insurmountable. insurmountable. Yet their sword fight continued. Talon picked up to a faint, desperate voice. Help me! The voice echoed. Red Knight, please buy me something! Talon instructed. Red Knight, brace yourself against Turner's blade, holding the adversary at bay. Talon's eyes scanned the room, searching for the origin of distress call, until the lens of a young rocket girl, previously wounded and pleading for help. Rushing to her side, Talon knelt beside the injured girl, his voice filled with compassion and reassurance. Who is that girl anyway?
She's just a random rocket grunt they got. So, if I don't know if you forgot this, but in the last part we read, Turner basically killed a lot of rocket grunts. He just cut them down. They like found a scene, like a grisly scene, that almost caused them to not continue.
Oh yeah, one of the. Oh yeah, I think that was Turner was like killing a lot of the guys, and then one of them kind of survived.
Yeah, one of them is like heavily injured on the floor here.
Talon knelt beside the injured girl, his voice filled with compassion and reassurance. Hang on, I will protect you, he urged. The girl grabbed onto his hands leg and looked at him in desperation. Please. I don't want to die here, she implored. Took out some bandage and bandage. I think there's a typo.
I think it's supposed to be bandages.
Bandages and tried to stop her bleeding at the best he could. You're going to be okay, he said desperately to give her hope. I think that's what you're trying to say. Desperately, is it?
Desperately, yeah, desperately. He said desperately. Trying to give. There you go. You got it.
I feel like either she got put into hospital and then she is going to have to work with the police, and then work with Nikolov or something.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Turner seizing an opportunity presented by Talon's divert attention, launched a swift and brutal counterattack, throwing Redknight off balance and lunging towards Talon with deadly intent. Oh, did I miss one? Let me counteract that, Turner exclaimed. The girl gripped Talon's panic as if to share in his courage. You won't touch her! He shouted, ready to defend the wounded girl, but Talon wasn't about able to get his sword up fast enough. Typo with able.
Wait, oh yeah. That looks like a name.
It is a name. Cain and Abel, remember?
Yep.
However, fate intertwined in the form of two familiar faces, Ian and Damien, who entered the fray with at the 11th hour. The weapons flashes as they knocked, turned back, and shielded Talon from imminent harm. Be more careful, man! You were almost killed there, jeez! Ian cautioned, focus on the duel, but take care of the rest. Damien added, as they assumed a position alongside Talon. As Talon entrusted Ian and Damien with the care of the wounded rocket girl, his attention turned back to a looming threat of Turner. He raised his blade in readiness. Redknight, back up his ear! Daddy is going to meet you! Hurry to his side! Talon brought up with a reluctant nod. Redknight headed Talon's commands and hurried along the top. Her steps rested as she raced to join Danny.
Okay, my turn. As Danny and Claudie navigated the... I'm just going to say, I feel like I've overused that word. I'm going to say many corridors of the building, their progress slowed by Claudie's injury. Are you sure you're okay? He inquired, sounding genuinely worried for Claudie's well-being. Like I said, it hurts, but I'll be okay, she affirmed, though she winced from the pain often. Their path forward was suddenly interrupted by a surprise appearance from Deceiver. Deceiver, it's you! Did you find Susan? Danny queried. In a cryptic gesture, Deceiver pointed with a shadowy tendril of her hair and beckoned Danny and Claudie to follow. Danny and Claudie followed the Ghost Guide's lead, their footsteps echoing through the silent halls until they stumbled upon Eric, lying prone on the floor. Eric? Danny exclaimed as he rushed to his side. Eric, his breathing labored, mustered all his strength to speak. No, don't worry about me. They took Susan, he divulged. Oh, What do we do? Danny's voice wavered with uncertainty. Danny, there's nothing much we can do. Hurry and call 911, she insisted. With a sense of resignation, Danny pulled out his poker gear and swiftly contacted the emergency operator, laying Eric's exact location the best he could. You don't have time to wait around! Go after them! They have Susan! Eric shouted angrily. Well, the best he could shout when he's hurt. Wowzers. You're reading? You're reading, Roi? Yeah, I'm reading, Vel. Hello, welcome to the live stream. Glad you stopped by. Sorry I got started a little bit later. I thought I had the stream going, but it was actually private at the time. It's public now though. But yeah. So, Val, I don't know if you just got here, but super duper fast summary of the events. The main character's friend got kidnapped by Team Rocket, and they went to Team Rocket's headquarters to rescue her. That's all I can tell you. You're just gonna have to stick with us from there. Let's see. Since pull his poke gear out, call Eric's location the best he could. Gotta find Susan. I'm sorry we can't stay here with you, Danny expressed, regretfully looking down at Eric sadly. Susan could be in just as much danger, Claudia interjected. Let's go, Danny declared, resolutely, turning his back on Eric with a sense of guilt gnawing at his conscience. It's good, Bo-Eye! So, like, Val has adopted this thing where he just... I don't even think you can call it mispronouncing my name. That's just, like, completely changing my name at this point. And I'll just say it however he says it in the chat. Red Knight burst... Red Knight Caesar. Red Knight's a Caesar. Red Knight burst into the room where Polly and Steven were, shocked as she beheld the scene before her. The once vibrant team of Polly and Steven lay scattered across the floor, their Pokemon defeated and unconscious. Amidst the chaos and devastation, only Steven's Eevee and Polly's Smeargle stood vigilant. Standing menacingly before them loomed the imposing figures of Nidoqueen and Nidoking, their presence casting a shadow over the room. However, it was even worse. She laid her eyes upon the grieving scene of Polly cradling Steven's injured body. The young executives, with callous laughter, taunted Polly with malicious glee. Didn't see that electrode explosion coming, did you? The boy sneered.
Man, poor Nidoqueen and Nidoking too. No megas or regional forms. They're like, we're going to get some upgrades. Right?
Plus, isn't there like some weird thing? There's like some weird thing with Nidoqueen and breeding. I can't remember. But there's something...
You did say that before they evolve into that form, they can only breed as hamsters, but then now, after they evolve, they cannot for some reason, and I'm like, what?
Yeah. Well, reveling in their cruel victory, the girl's twisted grin widened with sadistic delight. I wonder if your friend is dead, sacrificing himself for you, she hissed, hoping, what? I don't get this. I think this is a typo here.
Hoping to inflict more grief for Polly. I think that's what you're trying to say.
Sure, we'll go with that. It's a work in progress, Belle. It's a work in progress. Red Knight wasted no time in assuming her rightful place besides Eevee and Smeargle. Red Knight! Then tell it must be safe, Polly said, only slightly relieved as she held on to Steven. Now, brother, let's end this and kill the girl, the boy laughed. I just made like two generic evil kids. Anyway.
They kind of like the twins in Blood Lagoon that was groomed to be assassins, but they were adorable. But you have no choice; you have to kill them, which is sad.
You're good.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Oh wait, you know what? Val, have you met Carrie before? I don't know if Val's ever been in a live stream with you, Carrie. Val is...
I mean, if you want to, we can show off me playing Million Monkeys, and then I can growl, and then he probably recognize me. Yeah, but
But,
Yeah.
but basically, Carrie is my live stream partner who has been with me for many live streams. We got through like almost Tears of the Kingdom together. And it's been a while, but we've been getting back to live streaming together. And yeah, Val is someone who's always hanging out at my live streams, which I'm grateful for. And we play Pokemon Unite together. So yeah, now you know each other. I've done introductions.
That's pretty neat, huh?
Okay.
Now, brother, let's end this and kill the girl. The boy laughed as his gaze fixed upon Polly. Gently lowering Stephen to the ground, Polly rose to her feet, her eyes ablaze with newfound strength. I got things stuck in my nose. Okay.
Her eyes blaze with newfound strength. Yep, that's a correction.
And pass up to me to give commands now. Red Knight, you saw dance. Eevee, Smeagol, beat back her up. Wait, she has an Eevee? Oh yeah, she does have an Eevee. I think she does have an Eevee, right?
That's Steven's Eevee. He found it in a lab and it was being mistreated.
Oh yeah. Whoops, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Polly's voice rang out with authority. Her voice a verily cry for her loyal Pokemon's allies. What can those two puny things do? Nidoqueen, sham. The girl executive turned, her arrogance and contempt fueling her belief as their imminent victory. But Smeargle and Eevee, undaunted, stood their ground. Oh, let me close the door, but...
Oh, let me just scroll down while you're doing that. Okay, there you go. And it's okay if you forget names, Val. After all, you keep calling me so many different names, right? I'll just continue until Carrie gets back.
Alright, I'm here. Sorry about that.
Okay, there you go. You're back, Carrie!
As the boy executive eagerly commanded Nidoking to attack, to their shock and disbelief, Smeagol unleashed a powerful fissure attack that pulverized Nidoking in an instant, causing it to fall to the ground. Typo?
To fall to the... causing it to call to the ground? No! There we go.
What? The boy exclaimed, his disbelief tangible as the tide of battles began to turn in Polly's favor. Did you notice Smeagol had used lock on earlier, did you? Polly Green. No, Nidoqueen, hyper beam them to death. The girl executive demanded, her desperation escalating as their plans unraveled before her eyes. Nothing. Eevee, Red Knight, show them your power. Polly's voice rang out. Eevee leaped onto Red Knight's shoulder. Their combined forces converging in a devastating triple hyper beam that obliterated. Wait, can Eevee do that?
Hold on.
She just used
can Eevee do Hyper Beam?
Yeah.
Let's find out. Eevee Hyper Beam. No type move. Eevee can learn Hyper Beam. Yes. And by the way, when I write the story, I am usually fact checking to make sure that Pokemon aren't using moves they're not supposed to use. It gets a little annoying, if I'm honest, but I just want to make sure Pokemon are using the right moves. Obliterated. Okay, you're around here, Carrie.
Sending her crashing into a wall and leaving massive indents, shock and dismay painted into the face of the young executives. Their overconfidence shattered. Oh boy, that's embarrassing.
That's so awkward.
Polly wasted no time in asserting authority, swiftly reprimanding the executives for their transgressions with a resounding slap. Whoa! You two have caused enough trouble. Ta-ta! Red Knight, Eevee, and I have this cover. Go to Danny! Polly's voice was firm and commanding with enough understanding. Red Knight swiftly made her way out of the room. She was like, okay.
It's like Red Knight is going all over the place. Like, Red Knight's just like, by the way, someone else joined. Red Knight is Caesar. I just got to keep saying that so everyone knows which Pokemon is which.
Yeah, she's like, so making me running over a bit.
It's like, I gotta go help Talon with this sword fight. I gotta go help Polly finish this fight. This is giving...
And she's like... What were you saying?
Oh, I was just reading what Val was saying. This is giving me inspiration to make a whole story, but probably nothing major. Probably little things. Yeah, this thing is major. Carrie can tell you that this thing is a very long story.
Yeah, but she's running around. She's like, stop. As the battle between Dan and Josh and executives intensified, the woman executive commanded her Medicham into battle. While the man executive unleashes powerful steer legs. Yeah.
Hold on. Real quick. We just got a few chat comments. Who's your favorite Pokemon and why? My favorite Pokemon is Caesar, who's actually featured in this story. Caesar's actually running around in this story right now doing stuff. No legendaries or mythicals. Well, it's not a legendary mythical, so that works. Perhaps you have a personal story or reason for something. My favorite is and will always be Pidgeot because of the personal past story. My top 6 favorite Pokemon are Pidgeot, Kangaskhan, Rampardos, Feraligatr, Trevenant, and Milotic. Okay, and okay, Carrie, what's your favorite Pokemon? Do you have a favorite Pokemon yet?
It's the owls.
Oh my god, I'm so dumb. It's got to be okay. So what's your top owl? What's your top owl Pokemon?
Actually, it's not. I think Noctowl is pretty cute. Noctowl is actually pretty cute.
Noctowl is pretty awesome. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, you were about.
I mean, like the Rowlet land is also cute too. But Noctowl is always have a soft spot on my side. And then I think Palafin is also pretty good too. Palafin is also very fun.
Wow, Palafin. That is not a Pokemon I would have expected that you'd list, but that's cool.
I mean, like, have you seen his card art? The special card art? Like, he was punching you, like...
Nice.
Like that one. That one was drawn by the famous artist that did the Feast of the North Star. Yeah, that one.
Oh, good grief. I know what Vels is. He has a Slow King in his avatar.
Suppose I do like who is it called again? Bot is pretty good. I think Bot is pretty good. I mean, like DNC, yeah. And
DNC. You like DNC a lot.
Not a lot, but she's pretty good. We named her after Tyro's favorite character in Land of the Lustrous. Do not watch it without any preparation because you will be broken into pieces.
Oh, Vel's favorite Pokemon is actually Slowpoke. Then what? Why isn't that your avatar then? You tricked us. Mark says, "Oh, it's Mark Haggard. Is that your real name?" I'm also a Mark. Let's see. Not many have told me those are their favorites. You get you guys plushies of them. Maybe someday. Your Discord avatar is yes.
Talking about?
Yes. Wow, we're getting so they're really chatting it up. But we got to continue the story goes, guys. We can't just keep reading chat for the rest of the night. So Carrie, I'm gonna
in a timely and unexpected twist. Tricker Dunn's trusted companion appeared before them, ready to join the fray. Oh, Tricker! Perfect timing, my friend. George, I will handle the Medicham. Seriously, their evolution is very annoying, though. For Medicham, like what the heck?
Oh yeah.
Friend declared with confident reason. Josh responded swiftly by summoning his Ditto to the fray. She should be the marvel capable of matching in strength and ability their opponent's steelers. This will be easy. You psychic! The woman executive ordered. Protect now, Trigger! Trigger blocks Metatrap's psychic assault with a barrier in front of it. Now, Shadow Ball, quick! Dan exclaimed. Trigger hurled a powerful ball of darkness engulfing Metatrap, sending it reeling back from the impact of the explosive attack. We're even in match, Metatrap commented. Commented, looking at the two Steelix on the field. Just noted the shock through. Really? You saw earthquake, did you? The earthquake, they're transferred to assuming the form of the strength of the Steelix. On one powerful earthquake, the executive Steelix was taken out and collapsed to the floor. My data was way stronger. Just asserted his voice ringing.
Okay, it's tag team time. I'm coming in to read. And we can actually read text. We could take a brief break to read text. It works better in between pages, I think. But there's not really anything to read. So we'll just move on then. Did make art before I came here. Oh, wait, hold on. Did you send something onto the Unite? Okay, cool. Anyway, I will start reading now. Okay. E10 mind. Ridge to chat 10 times. 10 minutes. Anyway, I'm continuing. Medicham, recover, the woman executive commanded. Medicham focused a soft glow enveloping its form as it healed itself. Undeterred, Dan countered swiftly. Trigger, curse attack! His Gengar unleashed a sinister aura that swirled around the Medicham, casting a foreboding shadow over its movements. Great job, Trigger! Return! Come on back, legend! Dan's Gengar retreated gracefully, making way for the majestic Dragonite. The woman executive smiled confidently. Medicham, Ice Punch. Dan responded with a tactical! I'm trying to say the word tactical! Tactical maneuver. Dodge that, legend! Then take flight with Fly! I'm gonna change this. This doesn't sound right to me. Then...
I think the dog's Pokemon are also very cute. So like that one that looks like a bread. That one is very
yeah,
adorable.
the one that looks like bread. There's Fido. What a name. Anyway. Legend ascended into the air, evading Medicham's icy assault with breathtaking agility. As he swooped down with the force of a mighty dragon, his fly attack struck true, sending Medicham crashing to the ground. Josh had a shy grin. Down to your last Pokemon already? The determined grin, the man executive called forth his final combatant. Gyarados, show them your power! The fearsome serpent merged, ready for battle. Meanwhile, the woman executive unleashed her trump... I keep saying trump card! I'm going to say final Pokemon instead. That's just... I'm sick of trump card. Xatu, crush them! Dan grinned and reached for a familiar Pokeball. Thunderjet, it's your time to shine! Surge of electricity crackled as the Jolteon materialized. Slumber Pet? So basically, when the story started, Dan was just 13 years old. And obviously he's married, he has some kids now, so a lot of time has passed. So his Jolteon, which had been good shape, just started relaxing around the house and they were in bad shape. So the joke became that people called him Slumber Pet. Because instead of Thunderjet, they called him Slumber Pet. So I just wanted to bring that up. Slumber Pet? Josh asked curiously, looking at the lazy Jolteon he saw at Dan's house. Dan shook his head decisively. No. Thunderjet, end it swiftly! Full tackle now! Thunderjet's fur bristled with electrifying energy as he shot forward like lightning, blitzing through both the Gyarados and Xatu with unparalleled speed and force. Now let's end it! Dan's voice resonated. Here we go! Josh shouted, signaling the police force to storm the building. The officers moved in, overwhelming the executives and swiftly apprehending them. Dan knelt beside Sandy's unconscious form. I promise, Sandy. I'll protect your daughter with all I have. With a sheer glance conveying understanding, Dan and Josh wasted no time. Let's go, Dan urged, already moving in the direction Danny and the others had gone. Josh nodded in agreement. Right behind you, Dan. We'll catch up to them in no time. As Talon and Turner's blades clashed, both fighters were breathing heavily, clearly reaching their limit. Like I said, I already have this. Okay, I'm just. It's the end of the page. I'll just read what Vel has been saying. I have a story in mind. Like I said, I already have a story on AO3, yes. And I don't know if I'll make art for it, but I'm sure the story I have will be just 2 drawings to show characters and the MC. Quite the story. Okay, cool. That's cool you got a story out there, Val. Okay, Carrie, it's your turn. Carrie, you still with me?
It's so noisy. Oh, why? Why did you kill these people? Why?
I like your reading of that.
Sorry, I have to channel my inner. Who's the fuck again? Who's the guy called again? I need to get you to watch SD Gundam, Romance of the Three Kingdoms, because one of the scenes was the villain of that arc actually stormed the front of a fortress, and then the general that protecting the fortress was like, okay, you beat me fair and square. Please, I will lay down my life for my citizens. Please don't hurt them. And then the guy was like, nah. And then he went back on his word and then kills everyone in the fortress.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, it was nasty. And then the guy that was one of the guys that was working for that villain. He was like, no, why?
So that's who you were imitating there.
Yeah, we actually got 2 really good versions in that. So the first one I did was the Kanto dub for it because upon he saw everyone dead, he was like, no.
Wow.
And then there's an explosion in the back, and then the original version that goes like this. He was like upon seeing everyone, there's like, oh, why? Oh.
Dang.
Like that. Yeah, take it or pick it. But I think that you're going to watch the. I think that you're going to watch the sub version with me, so you'll understand where it came from.
Someday.
I don't know when you want to watch it though, but yeah.
Someday.
You get it.
Okay.
Someday. We have the list is expanding non-stop.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Anyway, you left off around here.
The what?
Oh, okay. Nothing.
What were you saying?
I was just saying you left off here.
Okay. China's response was filled with rage. Any idea how humiliating it was to be controlled by a child? His voice thundered, the clash of swords intensifying as their gazes locked, their faces mere inches apart. For 2 long years, my man was a puppet of to that impotent will. China confessed and darkly besides. You may have let Team Rocket, but it denied me the thrill of taking lives. Oh, the craving I had for blood and the music of screams. Yikes. Talon's heart clenched with disgust. You inhuman fict! He declared, with strikes penetrating with each of his words. China's brain was chilling as he spoke of his twisted desire. Oh, someday I will have my vengeance upon Rio as well. But for now, annihilating Team Rocket seems like a delightful diversion. We sought dance from deadly precision, strike after strike, landing against Thomas' blade. As you say, killing is what swords are made for. Turner taunted, his confidence radiating as he pushed back Talon, back with a flurry of merciless blows. They are also made for cooking, you dum-dum!
They're also made for cooking. Yes.
Talon's mind drifted to memories of his journey alongside Danny and Polly. The echoes of their past adventures whispered to him. Actually, how old is Turner and also Talon in here? Because they probably are around the same age, like young. They are about like young people or something.
I believe Talon's 14 and Turner's like 17 or something.
Okay. And Turner, is he maybe an adult?
Yeah, it's close to an adult. Probably like, yeah.
You're so messed up.
Yeah.
Let's see. The echoes of their past adventures whispered to them, reminding him of the strength born from unity and the power of fighting for a cause greater than themselves. As the battle raged on, Talon drew strength from the memories of their shared path. You saw this meant to protect people! Talon's declaration resonated through the chamber. In a swift motion, he surged forward. Each strike raining out like a thunderclap. With a final decisive swirling strike, he disarmed Turner, sending the sword spinning into the air. As Turner stumbled backwards, Talon's relentless attack drove him to the ground. Turner's sword landed at Talon's side. He took it and held it poised at Turner's throat. The weight of finality hanging heavy there. Do it then, boy! Turner turned in defiance. Prove that I'm right! His channel was met with an intense gaze from Talon. Seizing the moment, Talon wielded Turner's blade with intensity and purpose. Turner's knocking up the fairy in silence as realization dawned upon him. The pain followed his defiance as was beyond anything he could have anticipated. Agony seared his hands as he crumbled to the ground. His crumble was not twisted in a mass of suffering. As Turner's hand trembled in pain, his horror grew exponentially. The sight of him was incomprehensible. His fingers severed, the joints cauterized, the consequences of his evil life. I make sure you never lose soul for the rest of your pathetic existence. Talon's voice burst with finality. Talon's cries of anguish filled the room as justice finally came down upon him.
Now, that's pretty brutal, but this guy is a murderer. So let's keep that in mind, everyone. This guy is a psychopath. So
yeah, if you don't know Kurt, I think Kurt was the father of Talon, and then Turner killed him or something.
Well, he killed his he killed Turner's it's hard for me to remember. There's like Turner's like father or something killed Talon's family, and then I think Talon's uncle killed that guy, and then that guy's son. Oh god, it's so complicated. It should have just been all Turner. I should have just made it all Turner, but whatever. Either way, there's a lot of people killing each other. Anyway, I guess it's my turn now.
Yep.
With a sense of closure, Talon turned away, leaving Turner to his fate as he charged towards the next room. Talon felt relief for in that moment he had achieved victory, not only for himself, but for all those who had suffered by Turner's blade. As he ran, the silent promise echoed in his mind. I did it, Uncle. I finally made things right. But chopping that guy's fingers off! Actually, I would have... Val's like, actually, I would have written something more morbid. Something more morbid than cutting a guy's fingers off. Dang.
Are you trying to do that Dooku scene in Revenge of the Sith with him?
In the deepest part of the rocket base, Riot prepared to unleash the monstrous beast confined within cages behind him. Soon, my friends, he will solve all my problems, he said. As the woman executive strode into the room, her Aridos dragging Susan along in an inescapable web of terror. Susan let out desperate cries of despair and anguish. I think I'm using the word anguish too much, so I'm just going to go with despair. I think that works better. Let me go, you murderer! Eric! She pleaded and struggled about. Let's see. Riot's expression twisted in surprise at Susan's appearance. What's this? I'm very much shocked to see you alive, Susan. After I sent Turner to kill you, he stated, as if it was something... Oh, wait, no. Okay, I think I want to read this. What's this? I'm very much shocked to see you alive, Susan. After I sent Turner to kill you, he stated as if it were something anyone would say in a normal conversation. He betrayed us. I witnessed him cutting down our own grunts, the executive said. What? Looks like Eric was right about something for once. Riot said angrily. You don't have to worry about Eric anymore, sir. I put a knife in his back, the woman replied, sounding proud. The words caused terror to flow down Susan's cheek. Wait, tears to flow down Susan's cheek. She hated what Eric did, but she never wanted him to die. You murderers! How could you? Susan shouted in tears. Riot leaned over and glared at Susan. Oh, forget about that fool, Eric. You should be more concerned about about your fate, Liliosa, he said. Okay, gonna get into this for a second, for Vel's sake. Basically, Susan was adopted into the Kimono Girls. The Kimono Girls adopted Susan. She had for the longest time she had no idea who her parents were, but Eric did some digging around and basically learned that she comes from Galar, from a rich family in Galar. We don't know how she got where she got, but that's what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. So yeah, her real name is supposedly Liliosa. Just wanted to bring that up, but everyone calls her Susan because that's her adopted name. Anyway. Yeah, she's concerned about your fate, Liliosa, he said. That name made Susan feel uncomfortable. It was like a part of her past that she never wanted. Don't call me that! She shouted. Have it your way. You see, my dear Susan, he said, looking down towards the back of the room. I had planned to ransom you, but something has come up. Now I think I'll feed you to the beast in this very room. Susan looked horrified, and she struggled against the webbing around her, her voice quivering with desperation and dread. Please, you can't do this! Don't... Let me go! In the midst of the impending horror, a powerful cry pierced the air. Team Rocket! Danny's voice boomed as he and Claudie burst into the room on Legend's back. The sudden appearance of the two trainers sent shockwaves throughout the room. Susan's eyes widened in disbelief and relief. Disbelief and relief. You gotta have the relief and the disbelief, you know? The disbelief and relief in their arrival. Danny! She said, her face wet with fresh tears. Riot stared at Danny in complete unbridled rage. You dragon sons are such a thorn in my side! He shouted. Suddenly, the executives hurled a knife at Danny. With no time to evade the deadly projectile, Claudie's embrace enveloped Danny. In a blaze of crimson glory, Red Knight leapt forward, catching the knife mid-throw. Yes! Fuck yeah! Caesar coming in to save the day. Again!
She was like, seriously, girl, you need to stop doing that.
It's like, stop hurting my friends! I will kill you all! Good job, Caesar. Red Knight, you made it! Danny exclaimed. That's supposed to be Danny exclaimed, not Danny's exclaimed. He's not possessing the word exclaimed. We know who's the favorite, says Val, yeah. As Riot callously dropped Susan to the unforgiving ground, her struggles intensified, desperate attempt to break free from the suffocating webbing that bound her. Each movement was met with resistance, a sticky strand.
Right?
Oh yeah, it's your turn.
As Riot callously dropped Susan to the ground, to the unforgiving, her struggles intensified. A desperate attempt to break free from the suffocating webbing that bound her. Each movement was met with resistance. Sticky strands refusing to yield her frantic efforts. Team Rocket crushes you today! Riot's deep voice blasted. Deterred by the looming threat, Executive Woman smiled and walked forward. This is Claudie. Betty's voice resonated with comfortable. Claudie, mirrorless readiness, her own pocketbook clutched tightly in her hand. We are coming all this way. Let's defeat it, Danny! Claudie replied. Oh, Claudie, you are so good! Side by side, they stood united in purpose.
Let me scroll it down a little bit.
Far from the base, Claudie was standing watch over the sinister brother. I think it typo.
The sinister. Yeah, that's supposed to be brother. There we go.
Brother and sister executives. You shouldn't have sent that Caesar away. We're not helpless with our problem. Or threatened. His attack there as he struck Claudie with vicious punch to the sending her reeling back in pain. The girl feel bad manners, brandish a pocket knife, and make a beeline towards Stephen's defenseless.
Defenseless?
Defenseless form on the ground. No! He yelled. Typo?
What is up with all this possessive words? This is weird.
Yet she was unable to stop her. Just as the girl's blade threatened to descend upon Stephen, Talon materialized, knocking the weapon from her grip with a swift slap. The little kid should have played with knives. Talon said that as he leveled his sword at the girl. Realizing the futility of their actions, the brother sister surrender. You okay, Talon? Yeah. Stephen's the one who got really injured, she pointed out. Just then, Danny Josh burst through with, "Okay!" Danny's voice was filled with a mix of relief and parental concern as he enveloped his daughter in this. I'm okay, but my friend! Dad! When his voice trembled as she relayed Stephen's condition. Paramedics are on the way now. Josh reassured them. Danny's gaze swept the room, looking greatly worried. Where's your brother? Go, Persian! Cries command echoed through the room, summoning forth his feline Pokemon. Sleek and powerful ally. Go, Heracross! The executive released her bug Pokemon. Man, why didn't Persian get any Mega Forms anyway?
Oh yeah, didn't get any Mega Forms.
But they do have regional forms.
Yep, they got a regional. That's better than nothing, I guess.
I'm counting on you, Nicholas. Cloud is declared.
The Claudies declared? What is with all these This is weird. I don't know what's going on. This is really weird.
Declare as a psychic Pokemon appeal. Red Knight, agility, let's go!
Just keep reading. I'll just edit it out. Go ahead.
Danny cried out. Heracross, full attack, the executive order, the Pokemon charging forward. Now Persian slash on the Unaricus riot the directive. Yeah, I'm good.
You okay? You need a water?
I got enough water.
Okay, cool. Reuniclus, dodge! Claudie's quick reflexes saved her Pokemon, but the damage was still significant. Don't worry, Claudie. I know what you're planning, Danny reassured her. Red Knight return! Go Quagsire! I just checked my drafts, and I have at least one Pokemon story, and the other one's being PMD. Okay, cool. Go Quagsire, he commanded, shifting the momentum with his resilient Pokemon. Perfect move. Perfect move, Danny. Reuniclus, set up Trick Room. Clay's strategic move altered the field, leaving their opponents disoriented. What is this? Riot asked, thrown off by the sudden change. Quagsire, Earthquake! Danny urged, sensing his Pokemon's hesitation. Quag, what's wrong? Quagsire, what's wrong? Danny sought to understand his Pokemon needs. Oh no, could it be? Claudia's realization fueled a sense of apprehension. Persian, Fury Swipes, Riot commanded. The executive swiftly, claws slicing through the air. Danny, remember our last battle. Yeah, reading.
Oh dear, this is bad.
Danny, remember our last battle, Clay. Reminder echoed through the chaos. Quagsire lost in one attack, she added. It's scared. It's scared it's going to lose just as fast this time. Heracross, take down! The executive Pokemon lunged forward. As Quagsire trembled with uncertainty, Danny's comforting touch reassured his little companion. Relax, buddy. Claudie's Pokemon was strong, but you are too! Danny said, patting his friend on the head. Reuniclus, drive them back with Psychic! Claudia attempted to buy some time. That's the wrong buy. Buy some time. Psychic Pokemon unleashing a powerful wave of psychic energy that sent Persian and Heracross hurtling backwards. You've been my powerful partner for a while. Quagsire, I believe in you! Danny's shout rang out with unwavering faith. His eyes locked on Quagsire. With an angry expression, Quagsire channeled that belief into action, summoning its inner strength. Quagsire pounded the ground with sheer force, creating a seismic upheaval that rippled through the battlefield. The earthquake struck with unrelenting power, devastating Persian and Heracross, knocking them out cold. Resounding victory for Danny and Claudie's team. Susan struggled against the webbing that bound her. Her hands reaching desperately for a Pokeballs. Sense of helplessness. I want to write a story of mine, but it's kind of late. Plus, my arms suddenly feel shaky. Oh, that's sorry to hear that. Vel, it sounds like you need a break. Knocked out of the cold. Susan struggled on the ground, reaching desperately for Pokeballs. This helplessness overcame her. She watched the intense battle unfold before her eyes. I knew you could do it, Quagsire! Danny cheered with pride. Quagsire stood tall, sense of accomplishment shining in its eyes as it basked in Danny's praise. Now goat! Now go, Tyranitar! Riot declared, summoning forth his mighty Tyranitar to join the fray. Time to destroy them, Ursaring! The executive shouted. Claudie, let the trick room wear off, Danny said. Yeah, I know. Their Pokemon aren't fast, Claudie nodded in agreement. Tyranitar, Hyper Beam! Riot's directive was met with resounding power as Tyranitar unleashed a devastating beam of energy. You too, Ursaring, the executive's command added to their coordinated assault, overwhelming Quagsire and Uniclus. Not good, Danny said in concern as his Pokemon succumbed to the attack. Also, where's Big Man Blastoise? Blastoise does belong to one of the main characters in the story, but he's away. He's away, unfortunately. Blastoise does show up later. Much later. Actually, Blastoise has shown up in this story, but it was a while ago. Anyway, I guess it's your turn, huh, Carrie?
Yeah, it is. Hey, we got 10 pages left.
10 pages until the end of this part. Yeah, we're almost done.
Let's see. Not good, Danny said in concern as his Pokemon succumbed to the attack. Reflect! Hurry! Claudie said, attempting to shield their Pokemon, but the attack proved too much, resulting in Quagsire and Runerigus fainting in the face of the onslaught. Come Red Knight! Return, Runerigus! Lilligant, you're up! I forgot that Lilligant is actually in the US as well.
That's like Uniclus. Yes, because you got to remember that all of Claudie's Pokemon are from the US. So yeah. Oh, really quickly to answer. Never I ever have time. To answer Vel's question. This is kind of a story that just keeps going. I do know when I want the story to end, but it's like 4 regions down the line. I've already written like 3 regions, by the way. But there's I got like 2 stories left and then it's over. Because, real quick to just explain, I had this idea for a villain set up like so long ago in the story, and I just want to get to that villain. That's the main reason I'm still writing this story, is I want to get to this villain. And I think it's a cool idea. Anyway, Carrie, sorry about that. You can continue.
It's okay. Tyranitar Earthquake now! Riot's next move caused the ground to tremble underneath the force of Tyranitar's powerful attack. Jump up and dance! Danny and Claudie synchronized commands spur Red Knight and Lilligant
to action.
Let's see. A harmonious dance of power and grace that buffed their stats and prepared them for the looming showdown.
Alright, let's scroll down here.
Let's see. No, Rock Smash, Ursaring! Danny's order was met with a force strike from Red Knight. It's powerful, enhanced claws, making a significant impact. Energy ball now! Claudie's Pokemon unleashed a brilliant orb of light at Tyranitar, disrupting the defense and gaining a crucial advantage. Crush that weed! Riot's directive strike hard. A shrug hard? Seriously? Shrug or strike? Shrug hard.
Wait, I think... I think it's supposed to be struck hard.
Okay. Tyranitas chose closing on Milligans with force. Fire punch it! The executives command fuel the flames of a battle. Use as Ursula's fire punch finally smacked on Red Knight, knocking it to the ground. Come back, Milligan! Cloudy said as she recalled her Pokemon. Come back, Red Knight, Danny said as they thinking about the next move. You can do this, Monsoon! Danny's voice rang out with unwavering confidence as he called upon his trusted Kingdra to the field. Zip Striker, show them how strong you are! Cloudy's declaration mirrored Danny's as she summoned her powerful Pokemon to the battle. The two rockets shouted in unison, Hyper Beam! Not this time, Monsoon, getting close! Danny ordered, don't give them a chance! Wow charge! Cloudy shouted. Monsoon dashed underneath Tyranitar, evading the incoming so with ease. Hydro Pump, let's go! Funny enough, when you were playing Power, the attack animation is actually more intense than ones in Pokemon. What the heck?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. Then his order unleashed a torrent of water from Monsoon, blasting Tyranitar away. Zap Striker electric onslaught knocked Ursaring to the ground, signaling another victory for the powerful trainers. Kangaskhan! Riot yelled, quickly losing patience. Snorlax, destroy them! Seriously? Snorlax? Really? Seriously?
Wow, you're kind of surprised someone's using Snorlax.
Well, the only one who knows how to use Snorlax properly I know is Ash. The executive's order echoed. Also use Octazooka. Is that a move? That is very funny.
That is actually a move. Yes, there's an official move called Octazooka, which Octillery and Seadra can learn, which basically is a water-type move that lowers accuracy.
Then his command was met with a surge of water-based attacks, while Cloudy follows a sort of thunderbolt from her Pokemon. Jump up, Kangaskhan! You got a typo with Riot, I think. Riot's bold strategy was met with Snorlax Earthquake, its immense size causing chaos and destruction. Zap Striker was knocked out, and Monsoon bore the brunt of the ground attack, emerging damage but still able to fight. Guys, you can use your healing items. What is happening to you guys?
What is happening is it already takes a lot of time to write battles. So I don't want them to last forever. Usually, if I have them use a healing item, it'll be in between battles.
Unless we are fighting Cynthia. Oh dear.
Yeah, let's see what Vel said. Vel said he doesn't... usually takes them a while to make a story. School and work always take my time. I bet they do. I bet they do take all your time. I just searched the title and there's a mini AI summary. Huh. Come back, Zeb Striker. Let's see. Come back, Zeb Striker. Now go, Hydreigon. Claudi's dragon Pokemon entered the fray, roaring loudly. Monsoon, you surf! Danny's next move was met with a crashing wave of water that engulfed the field, knocking back every Pokemon in its path. Dizzy Punch, now! Riot's command spurred Kangaskhan in action, landing a dizzying blow that sent Monsoon reeling. Legend 2, you're up! Danny Shout summoned another powerful dragon Pokemon of the field. Pokemon are... let's see. Kangaskhan, Mega Punch! Riot's aggressive... Wait, hold on. That's not Riot. I don't think that... Wait, is Riot using Kangaskhan? I guess the Riot is using Kangaskhan. Okay, yeah. Anyway, aggressive call was met with Snorlax's... Wait, what? No! What? This is wrong. This is incorrect. I think this is supposed to be Snorlax command. Let me fix this real quick. Alright, that's good. So causing slam. This combined assault assault's a force to be reckoned with. Like assigned to us. Okay, yeah, okay, that's right. Take it down with Dragon Pulse, Claudia ordered. Fly above it! Danny's command guided Legend 2 as it soared above the battlefield, its lightning speed unmatched. Before Kangaskhan's punch could land, Hydreigon unleashed a great beam, sending the opponent flying. Let it taste the floor with Hyper Beam! Danny shouted. As Snorlax hung midair, Legend 2 descended with a lightning speed, channeling a devastating Hyper Beam that slammed Snorlax into the ground with incredible force, cementing it their victory. Enough of this! Riot said, running. In the heat of the moment, Riot's sudden retreat caught the group off guard, but Danny was quick. Legend 2, take Susan to safety! He commanded, and the Dragon Pokemon complied with lightning speed, rescuing Susan from imminent danger before the executive could stab her. Oh, God.
Yikes.
With a gentle touch of its fire-based attack, the webbing restraining Susan melted away in a shimmering flame, freeing her from captivity. Check my text.
Very nasty.
Let's see. Overwhelmed with relief and gratitude, Susan embraced Danny tightly, tears of joy streaming down her face. Thank you for coming for me, she whispered. Thank you for coming for me. I'd do it 1,000 times over, Danny reassured her, his tone warm and sincere. You're more than a friend, Susan. You're family. Claudie quickly said, "Oh, we need to leave now, Danny. We need to leave now, Danny. We accomplished our mission." Danny nodded in agreement. I'm just going to remove this part. I think it's unnecessary. You're right, Claudie. Let's get out of here. Susan's safe. However, their victory was cut short as Riot's chilling words echoed through the room, signaling a new threat. A cage at the rear of the room creaked open, revealing 2 legendary beasts that struck fear into the hearts of the group. Not possible. Claudie's voice wavered with disbelief, and Susan's expression mirrored her shock. Danny consulted his Pokedex for invaluable information. Entei, the volcano Pokemon. He was cited from the Pokedex entry. And Raikou, the thunder Pokemon, legendary beast of immense power. Stone conveyed both respect and caution as he relayed the information. Riot's voice pierced through the uncertainty and resolute and unwavering. Our battle isn't over yet, Dragonson, he declared. The challenge laid bare before them. Susan's grip tightened on Danny's arm. We've come this far together, Claudie said, fighting against the pain. We've come this far together. I guess it's your turn, Carrie.
Seriously, how many... seriously, like, he managed to capture the 2, I don't know, cats? Big cats? I think those are big cats, right?
It's unconfirmed. They're just called beasts. They just called them the legendary beasts.
We don't call them the cats. Meow.
Though I seriously do think Raikou is based on a saber-toothed tiger.
Meow. Meow. I mean, you're not wrong. They are definitely very adorable. I can't believe they captured the cats. They hurt the cats. Feel that? Oh God! Danny's keen eyes caught the sight of ominous devices attached to the heads of legendary beasts. What have you done to them? Danny asked, sounding angry. Seriously, when are we going to get a legend games on Johto anyway? We have been waiting for like forever.
Or one on Galar would be pretty interesting too. You could be like a knight or something. That would be badass.
Not everyone is going to speak in a very British accent, aren't they? I lost my accent completely. These devices are real twisted creation that means to control these majestic creatures. Riot explained coldly and chuckling. Now, Raikou, Entei, kill them. The sheer presence of the beast was enough to push the trainers and their Pokemons back, and force the threatened to overwhelm them. I won't let you control them any longer. Susan declared defiantly as she summoned her loyal jungler to join the fray. Are those two the same thing? Because I always mix those two together.
That's just the nickname for her Tangela.
Okay. Danny's gaze locked with Cloudy's, a silent understanding passing between them. Meanwhile, Susan is like, why are you two acting like you know each other for like 10 years?
It's like, wait, come to think of it, Susan should be like, who the heck is she?
Well, who is this woman?
Okay, you're here, I think.
Yep, I'm still here. Wait. Yep. Let's use them, Danny. This is our moment, Cloudy. Danny stated with unwavering resolve. Legend Ultra Beam! Danny shouted, Hydrogen Triple Hyper Beam! Cloudy followed. As the battle reached its climax, a sudden arrival changed the tides. Danny's father then mounted on the majestic Legend, made a grand entrance. Sorry guys, I'm late. Are you winning, son? His presence a beacon of hope in the chaos. Danny exclaimed joyously, sorry for the delay, son, but now I'm here to help. Legend Ultra Beam! That thing is not real, right? Because you got Hyper Beam and then
Ultra Beam isn't it. Mostly I use only official attacks, but I made Ultra Beam like a special attack that's only in the story. Well, I guess triple Hyper Beam is also not in the games, but yeah.
Funny. Let's see.
I think you're around here.
Yeah, I'm still here. His voice steady and full of parental pride. With a swift from Legend to unleash his devastating Ultra Beam, and Cloudy's Hydrogen follows it with a triple Hyper Beam. Polly appeared alongside her father, ready to help. Smeagol, unleash your power with an Ultra Beam. This building is going to get blown up to pieces at this rate with all these beams going around.
Seriously.
Yeah, it's getting a bit heated in here.
Yeah. Carrot?
I'm still here. Well, it may not be flashy, but I have tried to use Hyper Beam. Ah, geez, here we go again. Susan said, I'm so glad you're safe, Polly whispered, to which Susan replied by hugging her. I'm grateful for your safety too, Susan said. Catching everyone by surprise, Josh leaped in, his data transforming into a third Dragon Knight. Hey guys, want another beam?
Another beam! I love that. Hey guys, want another beam? Get in here, join the beam party, Josh.
This building is like, stop it! Cannot take this. Tito, show them your power as Dragon Knight, Josh commanded. With a resounding roar, Dragon Knight unleashes the Ultra Beam. The beam will concentrate energy that ablaze with dazzling brilliance, joining forces with Legend 2, and Hydrogen, Smeagol, and Jungler in a beam of unbelievable power that engulfed Entei and Raikou in a blinding cascade of light, culminating in a blinding explosion that rocked the chamber. I imagine that Entei and Raikou are like, it has been a good run, brother. Yeah. Like that. The attacker trainers slowly rose to their feet. Holy crap! A tense silence enveloped the battleground. Danny surveyed the aftermath, his eyes widening in shock as the sight before them. Oh, we did it! Oh, Jesus, we won! Dan exclaimed, the hope flickering in his eyes as he glanced at the fallen legendary Pokemon, with only to be met with a gut-wrenching discovery. Raikou, Entei, though visibly injured, was still standing strong. That was really awesome.
Vel just brought up, yeah, you can make up your own attacks in your story because you can do whatever you want. And I'm like, just like Ash. And I'm like, oh God, Vel, if I say lightning armor or thunder armor, do you know what I mean? Because, like, there was an episode of the Pokemon anime, I think it was Pikachu and Swellow, where they were doing some type of gym battle, I think. And Pikachu, like, I think used a Thunderbolt on top of Swellow, or Tailo, or whatever it was. And then it's like, oh, look at that. Thanks to Pikachu using its attack, Swellow now has Thunder Armor. What?
That is kind of scary.
What? What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about?
So you're like, what are you talking about?
Okay, back to me, I guess.
Yep.
Riot's mocking laughter pierced the heaviness in the air. You thought you had a chance. How adorable. Riot sneered, his dark gaze locked to the trainers. These devices not only control them, they enhance their power, making them even more powerful opponents.
Oh no.
His voice trembled in fear as he realized the gravity of the situation. That was everything we had. He stammered, a cold knot of dread settling in his stomach. Exhaustion weighing heavily on their battle-worn Pokemon. The strength depleted from the relentless attacks that they had unleashed. Now finish them off! Riot's cruel command echoed through the chamber. I need to stop saying echoing through. I see that a lot. Echo through the chamber. Echo through the chamber. Whatever.
Stop with the echoing through the chamber. Jeez.
Stop saying the word chamber. Like just stopping doing that with Pat. His laughter growing more sinister. Eclipse, come on out! Danny shouted desperately. Rocky, we need your strength now more than ever. Dan called out. Eclipse is Tyranitar. Rocky is Golem. Put up a barrier! Mr. Mime, protect us! Josh commanded, his voice firm. Despite their best efforts, the trainers watched in horror as their Pokemon were swiftly overpowered. Eclipse and Rocky were engulfed in scorching blue flames. Blue flames! Holy shit! Entei is not messing around! Even their rock-type defenses proved futile against the searing heat. Raikou moved with terrifying speed, incapacitating Mr. Mime before it could defend itself. The trainers stood frozen in disbelief. Their futile attempts to turn the tide of the battle met with failure at every turn. Dad, I'm scared! Polly's voice quivered as she clutched onto Susan, fear of uncertainty in her eyes. I keep misspelling his name. It's just Riot with 2 T's.
I think that you have a thingy in your Word document processor. You can just go and change it with one go or something, maybe.
Yeah. Chilling laughter echoed through the chamber. At last, I have the pleasure of ending the Dragon Sons for good! Riot taunted. I like how Val's like, man up! Danny, his hands trembling as he reached for Deceiver, felt despair like no other. Paralyzed by fear, he struggled to find the strength to go on. Dan stepped forward, a shield of protection for his children. Then Talon stepped into the fray. His blade gleamed as he positioned himself in defense of the group. We stand together, he declared. His stance unwavering in the face of danger. Sacred sword! Claudia exclaimed with total confidence. With the commanding presence. Did I say commanding? Whatever. She summoned a power of her 6th Pokemon. Now, just to reiterate, Claudia's never revealed her 6th Pokemon. We have only seen 5 Pokemon up until this point. So this is our 6th Pokemon. Claudia's exclaimed in total confidence. With commanding presence, she summoned the power of her 6th Pokemon, unleashing a force that sent Raikou hurtling across the chamber. Stop using the word chamber! I'll just say room. It works. I need you all to keep this a secret, understand? I must protect my friend. Cobalion! Claudia's voice held a quiet intensity as she stood steadfastly beside her legendary Pokemon. Josh gasped in amazement. No way! Cobalion? The legendary Pokemon of Unova? Everyone present looked amazed, their focus shifting to legendary Pokemon standing before them. Cobalion can't defeat both of them, so please protect him from Entei. Claudi's plea echoed with urgency. Danny's thoughts raced as he realized he had a powerful ally he could call. Lugia, I don't know how you can reach us down here, but we need you now more than ever. Danny's plea hung in the air, silent prayer for salvation. He held the silver wing tightly in his chest. Okay, so I gotta explain this now. Danny has the silver wing, and I think in the games the silver wing lets you access Lugia to battle it. I think that's what the silver wing does in the games. In my story, the silver wing just summons it. So, if you have the silver wing or the rainbow wing, you can summon Lugia or Ho-Oh, and they'll be your ally. That's how I made it in the story.
Typo with the silver wing.
Oh yeah, I got it. All right, we only got 6 pages left. Carrie, can we do it?
Yep. Legendary. I need to go and get some water. Hold on.
Okay. So, Val, how's it going? We're gonna take a little break as Carrie gets some more water. We're so close to finishing this part of the story. We're so close. We're so close.
A legendary Pokemon. Thank you for bringing it to me. I will take that one for myself. Riot laughed as he set his sights on the powerful Cobalion before him. Let me guess. Cloudy's family has something to do with serving Cobalion. That's why she can have a fraction of Cobalion's power. Maybe.
I definitely go into Claudia's backstory way more deeply later on. So we'll get into it. We're definitely gonna get into it.
They're not the Garnet here is not going to the US, right? Because we probably will go to the US, and then we will have some new characters in there, and then somebody from maybe Claudi's family, and then you explore her story through there onward.
Yeah, we actually do get into a lot of that.
Okay, that's good. But before they could react, Cloudy cried out, overwhelmed by a sudden wave of agony, collapsed to the ground, her strength waning as she fought against them. Cloudy! Danny shouted as he knelt beside her, offering support. My friend, please. Cloudy said as she directed her gaze towards Danny. Use curse on Ante. Will that work?
It actually should. Work? Curse should totally work.
Man, the legendary cards only have what do you call those? Paradox forms, and then everything else is just meh.
I am not a fan of Raiko's paradox form. I don't like it. I think it looks dumb.
I think that you don't like any of them because I don't think that you like any of them because you did say something about Shuaiku and you're like, oh dear God, what happened to you, man?
I think I said that about Rai. I think Suicune looks well, it looks kind of weird, but I'm fine with it, I guess. But I don't like Raikou being turned into a Brontosaurus. I think that's silly. But anyway.
Why are they running into it's kind of weird to see cats doing that? Cats doing cat things.
You can't say they're not getting creative with their Pokemon.
Use curse on Ante, Danny commented. You see that with the self-sacrificing resolve. Don't do that, girl. Unleash a powerful curse upon Ante. Yeah, despite her effort, she was brutally struck down by a devastating fireball. Her body crumpled to the ground in a fiery heap. Oh, yikes. Despair overtook the group. Danny stared at his beloved Pokemon, now on fire. The battle had a heavy toll, leaving him on the brink of despair as his remaining Pokemon fought bravely but fell one by one onto the overwhelming power of Entei and Raikou. With a triumphant air, Riot gloated over his apparent victory. I've defeated all your Pokemon now. Weaken the Cobalion so I can capture it. I can't do anything. I can't save anyone. Then his thoughts echo with self-doubt, a sense of helplessness gripping his soul. Yeah, I don't think he knows how to use Cobalion yet, but Cobalion is just standing here. He's like, I'm still here.
It's like, dude, I'm right here. My trainer is down. You gotta step up.
And also probably Lugia just like
Well, the thing about Lugia is, I checked. Lugia cannot learn teleport. They are in an underground facility. So Lugia cannot just appear here without tearing through half the building.
but he probably can hurt him and fly all the way over here. It's like, "Ugh, why is this thing so hard to get in?" Ugh, like that. And suddenly, a voice entered Danny's head. Oh, come on. You were so much more stubborn when you fought me, right? You still one Pokemon left on your side. Look at him. Jeez. Ryu, once their adversary materialized alongside Lugia, everyone stood there, completely stunned. Oh no! We are doomed! Polly screamed. Calm yourself. Ryu is no longer your enemy. Lugia's authoritative voice rang out. I beat him to the cup and I put him into discipline classes. A sense of reassurance in his words. He teleported me here to aid you. Duh. Lugia's revelation brought a glimmer of hope. Danny stepped forward and said, I accepted your help then. Capoli was like, I'm still here!
I'm still here, dude! I'm a legendary Pokemon too! What are you doing?
His facade of confidence crumbling, now faced with a united front of trainers and legendary Pokemon, a force to be reckoned with. No way! It can't be! He panicked as the tide turned against him. Come on, let's finish them once and for all, Danny declared. Cloudy gazed at Danny. Wow, you are really super cool, Cloudy said, beaming at her first friend. Yu-Gi-Oh! Blast! Danny's command listening through the chamber.
The chamber again, stop resonating! You're always resonating! I'm gonna say Danny commanded.
And Danny commanded a powerful surge of energy coming from the legendary Pokemon. Sacred Sword! Cloudy shouted. The body's aura ignited as it manifested a blade of light like a horn on his head. Seriously, what exactly is Kabari? Is he a unicorn or something? Because we do have unicorns in Kanto.
Maybe he is a unicorn. I never really thought about it.
He kind of looks like a unicorn, but also doesn't look like a unicorn. What the heck? With a resounding battle cry, Kabari unleashed a wave of energy that struck Entei and Raikou, shattering the control device that bound them to servitude. Morituri stood by a sudden onslaught, staggered back, that control shattered. Whoops.
Riot made his exit before anyone could stop him. See you! Riot said as he vanished. I don't think I've ever stipulated this, but it really needs to be stipulated. Onto a teleportation pad. This is common rocket technology even in the anime, by the way. There. That's how he disappears. He goes onto a teleportation pad, which is in the games and it's in the anime, so it fits. Anyway, wait, so I guess it's my turn?
Yep.
Okay. That sneaky rat, Real said, annoyed. As the executive woman attempted to flee, she was swiftly apprehended by the arriving police force. Finally, you guys show up! With justice served, a sense of closure settled over the group. I don't know why I use chamber so much. It's overused. Finally, it came to an end. Claudie, overcome by exhaustion and the toll of the battle, fainted on the ground, her form limp and vulnerable. Claudie? Claudie! Please, someone help her! Then he panicked as he knelt by her side. Don't worry, help is coming, Rill assured them. Of all the people to reassure them, Rill. Real quick, I'll just say who Rill is. Rill is... Where's Lance with his hundreds of Dragonites, says Val. Where is Lance? Lance needs to get his ass in gear. But real quick, Rill is a powerful psychic. He's actually the son of Sabrina. And he caused them a lot of trouble. He let his powers control him, and he became the leader of Team Rocket. But eventually they snapped him out of it, so that's why he's good now. He's finally got control of his psychic abilities again. Let's see. Help is coming, Rill reassured them. Then his face changed to that of remorse. Listen, I have to take Lugia, Entei, and Raikou out of here. Danny, Polly, Dan, I know what I did was unforgivable, Rill said, hanging his head in shame. Then he stepped forward. I still hate what you did, but we wouldn't have won without you. So, Danny held out his hand. Rill levitated
Thank
down
you.
and shook it. The two of them smiled. Meanwhile, behind the rocket hideout, Val's like, not gonna lie, Sabrina was kind of OP for a human. She turned people into dolls. Yeah, seriously. Rill never does that. Rill doesn't turn people into dolls. But anyway. Meanwhile, behind the rocket hideout, Riot found himself confronted by unexpected adversaries. Alicia and her sister ready to face him head on. Okay, so more characters I have to explain. Alicia and Shelly are Danny's cousins. And they were left behind because they were too young. But so they're confronting him here. Fine whip! Alicia's command echoed through the air. At least it's not saying chamber. An attack that cut Riot off guard. Before he could react, a barrage of attacks followed, leaving him tied up and frozen, his plans to escape thwarted. What is this? Riot's cry of frustration reverberated through the alley. It's always reverberating somewhere, isn't it? As Alicia and her...
It's alley in chambers or something. Oh
yeah, it's always reverberating. As Alicia and her sister stood triumphant, their Pokemon by their side, they couldn't help but feel that they had helped their cousins in the end.
Yeah, they did it. Woohoo!
Let's see. What? Let's see. Okay. Guess we're not so weak, huh, Danny? Alicia mused. Danny's not actually there. They're saying that to themselves. More police arrived and the remnants of Team Rocket were rounded up, their nefarious schemes dismantled, and justice finally catching up with them, who sought to disrupt the peace of the region. Talon was arrested for the state that Turner was found in. He was escorted by the police for questioning. Damien and Ian, his fellow swordsmen, accompanied him, hoping to explain the situation. Meanwhile, in the hospital ward, the injured heroes were receiving care and attention for their wounds. Stephen, Sandy, Eric, and Claudie lay in hospital beds, their bodies weary from the battles they had fought. In the waiting room, Danny, Susan, and Polly sat in silence, the cost of the day's events heavy upon their shoulders, each lost in their thoughts and fears. In a private room, Dan sat by Sandy's bedside. The doctors reassured Dan she would be all right. It took a long time, but she finally woke up. Dan, Sandy said, her voice struggling to get out the words. Sandy, thank goodness, Dan said, looking very concerned. Is my daughter okay? Sandy said in a weak voice. She's got a pretty bad cut on her back, but she'll be fine. Don't worry, Dan said, hoping to comfort her. Thank goodness, Sandy said, relaxing in her bed. I'm glad I was able to repay you for saving me all those years ago, Sandy said, looking at Dan.
That's a very long time ago, seriously.
Yeah, she was a really little girl when that happened. That was years ago. What are you talking about? You never had to repay me. Friends don't help friends just so they can get something in return. Dan's words, spoken with sincerity and warmth, echoed through the room. I guess not, Sandy replied. Danny looked to Polly, who looks upset over the departure of Alicia and Shelley with their aunt Emily. A couple of hours ago, she had come to retrieve her daughters. How could you put them in so much danger? Emily's voice filled with disappointment and concern. Okay, I need to stop echoing through areas. This is getting ridiculous. In fact, every time it says echo through something, I'm just going to delete it. As the grapple with the voices made. Polly's attempt at explanation was met with immediate interruption. Sandy Cheeks? Sandy Cheeks! Ooh, Sandy. Sandy Cheeks from SpongeBob. No. This is a very different Sandy. She's just a human being in the Pokemon world. Dana looked at Polly, who looked upset over the departure. Blah, blah, blah. How could you put them in so much danger? Emily's voice filled with disappointing concern as she grappled with the choices made. Polly's attempted explanation was met with immediate interruption, leaving her feeling helpless and lost in the face of her aunt's disappointment. I expected more from you, Polly, Emily said, angrily, leaving Polly feeling the burden of guilt. Amidst the turmoil, Alicia broke from her mother's grasp. I'm rooting for you, Danny. I'll look forward to our journey together, Alicia said, sounding desperate as her mother pulled her away. As Alicia and Shelley departed with their mother, Danny turned to Polly, looking very much unlike his usual positive self. Polly, was going on this journey the right thing to do? Danny said, looking uncertain and sad. I feel like everyone got hurt because of me, Danny said, looking at the floor.
Oh, and then I think that, and then later on he was like, he came, and then she was like, where did you even get this idea?
Echo. Let's see, I guess. Echo. Wait, is there an echo? There's not an echo in the There's not an echo in the live stream, is there?
No, there's not. Is there?
Although there is no music because YouTube stopped playing the dang playlist. Yes.
We spoke for too long.
There we go. Okay, we got music again. Woo! Let's see. Dan, look at I feel like everyone got hurt because of me. Danny, Polly replied, unsure what to say. This seemed like the perfect moment for his big sister to reassure him, but the words didn't come. Don't say stupid things! Susan's exclamation, unexpected and powerful, shocked both siblings. If you didn't go on this journey, I never would have met you. I don't want to live in a world where that's the case, Susan replied as her words trailed off in sadness.
Yeah, I don't think that. Who was that? I don't think who was that. I don't think Emily meant that. Emily just got really worried.
Yeah, she's a mother, and her girls are pretty young, so she was worried about them. Dan walked over to his children. He looked like he was holding something back for a moment. Polly, Danny, listen. I know you won't like this, but I need you to... Danny said, hesitating to continue. It's okay, Dad. We know what you're trying to say, Danny said, smiling at his father. You want us to come home, right? Polly asked, not... dang it. I deleted the wrong thing. Hold on. Polly asked, not looking disappointed in the slightest. Yeah, this was too much. I don't know what I'd do if anything ever happened to you, Danny said, looking down at his children with great concern. Then Danny and Polly gave him a big hug and he returned it. Yet, even if the journey was over, Danny didn't look upset. Hey, I got all my badges, and after all that, I don't mind taking a break, Danny said, scratching his nose in pride. Okay, it's your turn, Carrie. We only got 3 pages left. Woo!
So where are we going next? Are we going to Hoenn or something?
Next, you know what? I'll tell you, next, let's see. Next, he's still going to go fight the Elite Four, which I kind of am not looking forward to because that's just a whole bunch of battles. But after that, we got a movie that's focused on Galar. Well, I didn't actually make a movie, you know. It's a short story about Galar. And the beginning of that actually tells Claudine's origin story. And then after that, after that, let's see. We go to Kalos, Unova, and Hoenn all at the same time. Because at that point, I kind of adapt it into more of a... basically, it kind of works how Game of Thrones does it, where it focuses on a different character in each chapter. Like this chapter, focus on, okay, we're going to focus on this character, and this is what they're doing. In the next chapter, we're going to go completely somewhere else to focus on what this character's doing. That's basically how that story works. So it's basically 3 regions in the same story. And they're all interconnected, and it's pretty cool. But yeah, we're not getting to that for a bit. So I think you're on, here, Carrie.
Oh, well, let me just, Let's see. I really miss Mom and Kyle, Polly said, having a clear picture of her mom and little brother. Susan realized that she had an impending decision, her thoughts lingering in the process of being left behind by Polly and Danny. She was going to go back to the gym? No one knew now. No, now she knew that that wasn't what she wanted. Just one thing, can Susan come live with us? Polly's unexpected request caught Dan by surprise. The depth of her care and love for Susan shined through her words.
What? What? Live with you? Are you serious? Apparently, Polly had been thinking about the same thing.
What?
She was only what?
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, apparently Polly had been thinking about the same thing. It was only now that Susan realized that this is what she wanted. She loved Pauline and Danny and wanted to be with them from now. Yeah, if you want to, Polly said, tears from in Susan's eyes. Of course I want to, she said, embracing Polly. Polly hugged her back. After the moment of contemplation, then love. First, I need to ask my wife first. I can see how close you three are now. Dan smiled warmly. Fine with me, but we have to talk to your mother first. Dan said. I was trickled by a sense of worry permeating the air as the family awaited the news of their injured friends. Finally, the moment arrived when they could visit everyone.
Visit everyone. Not their everyone. Visit everyone.
Susan, determined to check on Eric despite police being an obstacle in her path, made her way to the room with quiet determination.
Determination? You know what? I'll leave it. There's not that much determination in this file. I'll leave it.
Well, she persuaded the police to grant her access. I'm glad that you are all right, Eric. Susan said with a subtle smile on her face. I thought you hated me, Eric said, finding it difficult to meet her eyes. Yeah, I'm sorry I said that. I was just really upset at the time.
For good reason.
She probably still does, but maybe you guys can work on that later to make that you guys are bearable. Susan said, leaning slightly towards him. She reached out to hold his hand. Eric felt a great sense of relief. Look, you should go find someone who will care for you and not do selfish things like me. He said, looking very dejected. Well, you did you did help me find out about my past, so that wasn't very selfish. Susan responded, I'm probably going to get locked away for a very long time until you will ever see me again. Probably, Eric said, staring into the police outside his room. As Polly entered Stephen's room, she was taken aback by the...
Oh, wait. I think you might have missed something. I think you missed this.
Oh, yeah. Well, if that happens, I'll write to you. I promise. We're just going to be cordial from now on.
Yeah.
As Eric returned her smile, he was grateful for Susan's presence. He was all that he had now. As Polly entered Susan's room, she was taken aback by the unexpected sight of Talon sitting there. Whoa, what happened to you?
Talon, I thought you were... Polly's words trailed off, unsure what to say. The police finished the questioning. I got off pretty easy since Lance and several others came out to vouch for me. Wait, Lance? Lance was there? What? Hold on. Lance got... Oh, wait, did Lance know Talon? Oh, wait, I think he did. Yes, that's right. Lance did work with... Okay, so Lance is like, this guy, listen, I know he chopped off some guy's fingers, but the guy was a psycho, out to kill people, and this guy helped me save the world, so I think we could give him a break.
Yeah, that is nice.
Let's see. You are filled with determination, says Vel. Pokemon fights are easier than actual fights. I would agree the Pokemon fights are easier to write than actual fights. I agree. Finishing the questioning. Got off pretty easy because of Talon. Because of Lance. Also, the police have been trying to catch Turner for years now. So that's like, oh, you chopped off the fingers of a guy we were trying to catch. Good job.
Thank you so much for chopping his fingers off.
I hope they phrased it like that, too. Okay. Anyway. So Stephen still hasn't woken up. Talon said, looking over at the brave boy that saved Polly. No, he took an explosion to protect me. Polly said, he took an explosion to protect me. Polly said as tears appeared in her eyes. What if he never... Polly said, thinking the worst. Don't think like that! Talon exclaimed, hoping he could give Polly some hope. Stephen's a strong guy with big ambitions. There's no way he's going to let something like this stop his dreams. He'll wake up. Talon's words brimming with confidence and faith in his friend. As Talon rose to his feet, Polly couldn't help but feel like something was ending. Listen, Polly, I actually came here to say goodbye, Talon said, gripping his sword. My goal of avenging my family is fulfilled. It's time I moved on to something else. I've decided to move in with Kurt and become his disciple. Maybe
he is like, I'm going to make knives and also make Pokeballs. What do you think?
maybe I'll even make you guys some Pokeballs someday, Talon laughed. I'm glad you found another goal. Polly's smile conveyed her support and understanding. Before I go, just one thing. Talon's sudden gesture. Talon said. I'm just going to say Talon said. Talon said as he took and kissed Polly's hand. Actually, hold on. Let me read the full sentence. Talon's sudden gesture, as he took and kissed Polly's hand, bathed her cheeks in a crimson blush. Mixture of surprise and warmth flooded her heart as she began an unexpected display of affection. Hey, what are you... Polly said awkwardly. Goodbye, Polly. I'm sure we'll meet again someday. Talon's final words lingered in the air like a whisper of promise. I think it's whisper of a promise. Polly watched her friend walk away. Then she turned to Stephen, worried. As Danny entered Claudie's room, he had a large grin on his face. Hey, Claudie! Danny said, happy to see her. Danny, I'm glad you came, Claudie said softly. How are you feeling? Danny's concern evident in his voice. Touched Claudie gently. I just noticed Polly is one word from Holly from my story. Although she's more of a child than her. Yet Polly is actually 13 years old, so she's a early teenager as you can get.
Very young, still very young.
Yeah. Hey, Claudie, Danny said, happy to see her. Danny, glad you came. How are you feeling? Danny's concerned evident in his voice. Touched Claudie greatly. Well, they had to do a lot of stitches back there. I feel like Frankenstein's monster now. At least it doesn't hurt anymore. Claudie's wry humor trying to overshadow her pain. You got like this because of me, Danny said sadly, his voice heavy with guilt. I wasn't... Danny's attempt to express his thoughts was swiftly interrupted by Claudie's firm voice. Stop it! Claudie's words halted Danny's self-reproach in its tracks. No regrets. I'd do it all over again to protect my first friend, Claudie said in a serious tone. Yeah, no regrets. You're my friend and battle partner, Danny's words brimming with pride. Partner. Claudie's cheeks flushed with a mix of embarrassment and joy at the title bestowed upon her. As a comfortable silence settled between them, a moment of peace and understanding enveloped the room. Hey, Danny, can I ask you something? Claudie said, looking hopeful. Sure, what's up? Danny asked. Someday.
Oh, wait, that was me, right?
It's your turn. It's back to you, sorry.
Hey, can I ask you something, Danny? Claudie's looking hopeful. Sure, what's up? Danny asked. Will you visit Unova with me? Claudie asked, looking desperate for his answer. Sure, I would love to visit your first home. Danny swift assertion surprised her, but she smiled back at him. Typo with smile did.
Smiled. I smiled.
What was that? Who? Claude said, giving him a thumbs up. The two of them started laughing. You call her Claude.
Oh, Claude. No. There we go.
As the days passed and the wounded friends gradually recovered, a sense of closure and resolution settled over the group. Sandy and Cloudy, having healed enough to return to the familiar confines of the Violet City Gym, exchanged heartfelt farewells with their friends before departing on their respective paths. Before leaving, Cloudy approached Danny with a warm embrace. Danny felt a little bit awkward, but returned the hug fully. Having recuperated from his injuries, Eric faced a different fate. Despite his recovery, his actions led to his arrest and impending trial. But the most poignant figure in the aftermath was Stephen. Still trapped in a deep coma, his
friends, I think it's supposed to be his friends.
His friends all fear the worst. Polly, steadfast in her devotion, remained by his side. Her hand placed on his.
Do-do-do.
Fateful day. As emotions ran high and tension simmered beneath the surface, Dan was forced to deliver the distressing news to his daughter. "We have to go home, Polly," Dan said sternly. "But Stephen is still here. We can't just leave him," Polly said, sounding like her voice.
It sounded like her voice would break.
You can make it into Polly said her voice breaking.
Oh yeah, that's way better. That's way better. Of course her voice is breaking. It doesn't need to be sounding like it's gonna break. It's breaking.
Polly, Susan said as she reached out to comfort her friend. A typo as she reached out to comfort her friend. But just as Polly was about to argue more, a mysterious voice broke through the silence, drawing their attention to a figure who stood a few feet away. "You've got some nerve showing up here," Dan said angrily as he confronted Jack, his eyes ablaze with indignation and reproach. "Team Rocket almost got me and my family killed!" Dan shouted at his old friend. "Wait, why did they farewell? Why did they fall?"
Because Dan asked for his help, and Jack said he had to do something else.
Oh dear.
So yeah, Dan's pretty mad at his friend now. And by the way, if you're wondering where the Blastoise is, Belle, that's him. Well, that's not the Blastoise. He's the trainer of the Blastoise. Anyway. I like how Belle says, Danny sounds like he should go to Denny's. That's funny.
I mean, like he probably can go and open a cart or something, and then sell drinks to people, and then boasting about what happened during their adventures or something. He can probably do something.
And now Belle's like, Jackie Chan, why are you selling, man? Oh, by the way, Jack is a psychic. That's why he would have been really useful in the battle.
And everyone probably will be very annoyed. Is he boasting or something? And then little did they know that he's actually not boasting. It's all real. The One Piece is real.
I'm sorry, Dan. You're right. I underestimated them and how ruthless they were. Now my student has paid the price, Jack said, looking past them. Jack stepped forward, his gaze fixed on the still figure of Stephen. Leave this to us to fix. We'll wake him up. Wait and see. Oh, that's Linda. Leave this to us to fix. We'll wake him up. Wait and see, Linda said confidently. Linda is his daughter. Dan, take your family home, Barbara said. Barbara is Jack's wife. There's a lot of characters coming in here, so I apologize. Dan turned to his daughter to see her reaction. I'm counting on you, Polly said. Polly said, sounding uncertain and fearful for her friend. Let's go home, she said, and they were off. As the weary travelers returned to the familiar comforts of their home in New Barktown, sense of peace really settled over the family. I feel like I'm doing the settled over too much, but whatever. At the threshold, Cassie stood, welcoming them back, Kyle cradled in her arms, his peaceful slumber a great indication of the safety and security that enveloped their house. I think I say whatever. In a heartbeat, Danny and Polly rushed forward, their voices a chorus of elation and relief, their arms enveloping their mother with a tight hug. Dan approached Cassie with a soft smile, his eyes filled with tenderness and gratitude. Then he leaned in and kissed her. Okay, I'm just going to say kissed her. I don't think we need tenderly. It just said tender up there. Yet, amidst the joy and laughter that filled the air, Susan lingered at the doorstep, uncertainty and doubt that still lingered within her. What are you waiting for, Susan? You belong here. Cassie's voice, soft yet firm, beckoned Susan forward. With a bright smile, Susan took the final step, crossing the threshold into their home, her arms open wide to embrace the family after all the hardship.
And now she has another mom. Oh my god.
Yes. So this is something that I did not even know I was going to do for the longest time. For the longest time, I just thought, oh, well, Susan. First of all, I didn't think it made sense, even when I thought about it, because Susan already has her sisters that adopted her. But the more I thought about it, it's like, it just makes sense though, because she's also come to know them and get close with them. So I'm like, and she could have a more traditional. But I addressed the whole sisters thing in the next chapter. But I thought I think it still works. I think it's okay for her to have two families, basically. But yeah, I didn't know I wanted to do this at first. But like, I get to that moment in the hospital, I'm like, no, this is where I want the story to go. This is where I want Susan to be in the story. This makes too much sense. So yeah, they now have an adopted sister in Susan, basically. Which I think is like, I really like I made that decision. I think that's cute. I think that's really sweet.
Yeah, it's very cute and very happy. They are now happily, I think.
The next
Maybe.
chapter is not going to have any battles, thank God. People can have different families. I agree, Val. I agree. It makes sense. It makes total sense. Like, people remarry. It works. Heck, Claudie's an example. Her father remarried. So yeah, that's the end of this part. The next time we come back, the first chapter is them just relaxing at home, which I think is really awesome. we just get to chill and relax with these characters for a bit.
They can finally take breaks. Oh my god.
And enjoy it, because the following chapter is when Danny goes to face the Elite Four. So yeah,
Wait, we still haven't done with Johto yet, but we are moving on to somewhere.
Oh, we're good. And after the Elite Four, slice of life. Yeah, it's gonna be nice. And after the Elite Four, there's more to the story, like that story, but it's like a time jump, and in between the time jump, a movie story happens, which takes place in Galar. So that's gonna be fun. We're gonna go to a whole new region. And
No, everyone is going to speak in a British accent.
oh, dude, you have no idea. I like struggled with that. I was like, I need to like. I introduced a character, a really important character in that story, and I'm like, oh god, I have to make her talk like she's a Brit. So I'm like, oh no. I was like looking up sayings and words and stuff. Carrie, maybe you could help me. If you know like things, maybe you could if you happen to know things that they say in the UK, then we can like rewrite that character's dialogue a bit.
I haven't been speaking British in a very long time though, but sometimes I accidentally this accent change. I can tell you
I hate to adapt accent. I didn't really adapt an accent. I like ever say stuff like mum and telly and standard.
You guys say things on sidewalk that was so confusing. What are you talking about?
But I am pretty excited we got here. I wonder how long it is to. Hold on. Before we end the live stream, I want to check something. Let me save this. Okay, next time we are going to be starting on 6.6. But man, this has been such a fun live stream, especially with you here, Val.
Oh, you can do some. Oh, you can say something like this. Oh, hey chum, what are you doing? Oh, hey chum, what are you doing here all by your lonesome, huh?
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Really dive into my little stories.
Also, aren't you feeling a little bit cheeky, you brat?
Oh God. Hold on. No looking. Actually, let me just stop sharing this with you, Carrie, because this is spoilers. Spoilers.
What? Okay.
Oh wait! Hey! You saw me! Oh God! You saw me!
I didn't see anything. I didn't look into anything. What are you talking about?
Oh, it's fine. I just started my webcam a second, but no one's gonna see anything. Okay, so peaceful. Let's see here. Character. Find. Oh, I'm trying to find it. Let's see here. Hold on, I'm just looking for this one part. Comfortable making separate stories in the same universe. Interesting. Point of view. It shows. Okay, that's no, before that. It's somewhere. It's close to here. I know it. It's before this. It's before this. It's before the Mount Silver thing. Oh, careful there. It's actually... Okay, here it is. There is a time jump. There is a time jump of 4 years where basically, okay, the story goes on for 122 pages.
That's a lot.
This is just this part. This is 122 pages. That gets through that gets us through the Elite Four, anything that happens directly after the Elite Four. And basically, I'm really excited to get through this because I sometimes write stories, I call them movies. They're not movies, but I call them movies because I kind of write them as if they were a story that was going to be released in the theater. It's like, you know...
I think that you write them being extra dramatic and also extra awesome, like story-wise. That's why it's called movies. It usually happens something like that.
Yeah, and I always include a little short story in before. But the short story before this one is Claudia's origin story when she was a very little girl.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Is that on how she befriended a Kabbalion and then he became a family friend?
Yeah, pretty much.
What? Seriously?
So once you get to this point in the story, it says, it is recommend you read Danny the Movie, The Mysterious Mansion, as it introduces a new character and several major events that take place that change characters. So yeah, the important stuff happens in this movie. Crazy important stuff. So yeah, basically we get up to this point in the story and I'd be like, okay, okay, we got to read the movie now. Because there's like a 4-year time jump in between the at that point in the story and the movie. And I'm excited to get there because that'll be at the point where Kyle can actually talk. Because at this point, Kyle's just a baby. So yeah, I do a lot of interesting things in this. So yeah, that's it for the live stream, I guess. That was fun. That was so much. This might be my favorite live stream ever of us covering the story. And Val, I hope that you'll come back because I loved your comments on this. It makes me really... Maybe I should like stream on my other account as well. Because I feel like more people would watch this if I did it on the other account too. 80 it was 80 chapters with 10,000 words. Dang, you got quite a story, Val. But that's
a lot of work.
I think oh, Carrie, before you go, or whenever you go, I have something cool to show you on YouTube, but I think that's good on the live stream. I think that's good on the live stream.
Yeah, you can turn off the live stream. I need to go to the bathroom for a bit. Yeah,
okay, you do that. Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah, take care. We'll see you next time.
See you next time, Val. Later.
Leader.
Liked hearing reading your comments and stuff.
Yep. I will be right back. See you in a bit.
Okay, Carrie.
I will be right back. Yep.
Okay, Carrie. See you in a bit. And Val,